Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the world champ himself, Sam LaRue, a.k.a. Octane. We got some of the best analysis in the game. Give it up for the world champ, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got the one and only, the multi-world champion, the multi-champion, the legend, the icon to the Call of Duty space. Give it up for Patrick Price, a.k.a. Aches. And then, of course, we got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank. Give it up for Benjay Nassim. Gentlemen, what's going on? How we feeling? 3 matches today. Some may say it was a absolute snooze. What do you guys think? Sam, how you doing?
I'm doing fucking fantastic, Tom.
Yeah,
I feel a lot
Sam,
better.
it's a
I've been sick the last couple days. I'm feeling good today. Matches were a little dirt shit, but it's okay. I enjoyed it, spending time with you guys, and now we get to talk about it.
Yeah, we get to talk about them, skim through them. We're going to try and do the best we can to get through them pretty quickly today, because some of them there wasn't much to talk about. We're still going to pull them up, talk about them, show some clips, and then we're going to do a little bracket for you guys. Hopefully we can get through it and get the bracket going for y'all. That'll be some fun. We got a little fun exercise for you guys today. Chris, how you doing, Duarte? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just another day, but today I actually got my Steel Series my Steel Series gear in. So shout out to Steel Series. Thank you for the keyboard, the mouse pad, and they actually also sent me a microphone, which I'll be taking on the road with me for on the road shows. So
yeah, actually,
shout out Steel Series.
now that you actually said it, I actually want to say this one real quick, Ben. Sorry to cut you off, but in May of 2022, Steel Series launched the multi-award-winning Nova Pro Wireless Black, which almost sold out instantly. Now, they have just released the Nova Pro Wireless White, available worldwide. Get in quick before it sells out, but here's the kicker. Use code THEFLANK for 12% off the Nova Pro White at checkout on SteelSeries.com and any other amazing Steel Series products you might need. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking to go get some Steel Series gear, make sure you're using that code, man. Use code THEFLANK. That's 12% off. Huge shout out to Steel Series, Command Steel Series in the chat. Chris also pinned it to the top. So, Chris, thank you so much for the entry there. I was gonna bring it up eventually, but I didn't even realize it's pretty cool that we got a little code now. We got our own code.
That was a great two-piece by you guys. That was good work.
Yeah,
Swear that was not planned.
That's good chemistry right there. Then of course we got the one and only Patrick Price, aka Aches. How's life, man? How's X-Defy? How's everything going?
It's going great, Tom.
That's good, Pat. That's good.
We're launching X-Defiant May 21st. I saw you talking about it earlier. If you're gonna play on launch, I expect you to, Tom. You're just gonna have a blast. It's actually gonna be right when you get back from Toronto, and then there's obviously a break in the CDL. So
cool.
Be a good little time for everybody to grind.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I might even be in Jersey, so I could play while I'm in Jersey on the good end.
Oh my God, Roster Mania X-Defiant basement stream.
Yeah, it gets mixed in the basement. You know what happens when I'm in the basement? Leaks are coming out for sure. A lot of leaks. Ben, how you doing, Benjay?
I'm doing pretty good. You got Leafs Bruins Game 7 tonight, so I'm excited for that. I got some fun stuff going on tomorrow, so we'll talk about that tomorrow when it happens. And then other than that, just like the guy said, bro, the matches today were not great. I wish the scheduling could be better. The last back-to-back days, we just knew we were gonna be bad, and they were bad. So, oh well, is what it is, man. Is what it is.
Yeah, it was. Listen, they weren't. Okay, listen, some of them were pretty bad. I thought Carolina had moments where they were keeping up with FaZe, and we were like, okay, hold on. They took the second map. We're tied up at 1, and obviously that didn't last very long. And then of course, LAG gave OpTic a little scare there for a little while in that series, and that one went. So it wasn't all too bad. I mean, there was a few moments today where I feel like we thought maybe something could have happened, but yeah, I mean, they're pretty lopsided. Like the top teams are just pretty much dominating right now. That's just the story of the league.
You were muted, Tom, but we were talking about it while you were getting clips. And, the problem is, even if the individual games themselves are close, it's like at no point do you think the top team is going to lose. Like, those top 4 teams, even if they are and you know this as a player, right? Like, sometimes when you're playing teams you just know you're better than. It's kind of just going through the motions.
It's the easy wins.
You know you're going to win at the end of when the scoreboard or when the time hits 0. So it's kind of like just one of those going through the motions.
Yeah, no, 100%. And we know how top heavy the league is right now, and when it comes to the bottom half teams, at least from my opinion, I feel like a lot of them just make the same mistakes. and they just can't keep up with the pace. That seems like to be the biggest issue. But we're going to talk about it. Let's hop in. Let's talk about the matches today, and then we'll get to the bracket. First series of the day. We had the Vegas Legion going up against the New York Subliners. This one ended up being a 3-0 in favor of the New York Subliners. We'll scroll down, take a look at the stat sheet, and Jesus fucking model. Of course, it's Vegas Legion getting pooped on again. Listen, gotta rip the Band-Aid off. Again, Asim continues to get pooped on. I don't know what's going on, but he's getting destroyed. He's getting absolutely destroyed. He can't get kills. They are 0-12 map count now. They haven't won a series. They haven't won a map.
0-12, you say?
Yes, it's bad. It's bad all around for the Vegas Legion. I'm going to let you guys kick it off. We'll go from the bottom up. So, Pat, we'll start with you. Slay, what did you think about New York versus Vegas today?
I thought it was a steamroll, Tom. Gio had a decent series, had a great series, I would say. We were calling for him to do that, but still meant absolutely nothing for the team.
He had a crazy series, too, especially the first map.
Yeah, I mean, look, like, I said it when they made this change. They got to have someone that can get kills. Like, that was, I thought, the missing piece for this squad. And Asims came in and played just as bad, if not worse, than Purge in some cases. So I don't think it's necessarily all his fault because there has been a ton of regression. But this team needs to make a change. I saw Gio tweet that they're going to turn it around. But, like, brother, you're 0-12. You don't turn that around. Like,
0-12 map. But the fact that they can't win a map is so concerning right now. Like, that's a huge problem. Like, they can't even squeeze out of control. They can't squeeze out of S&D. I mean, to me, that's a concern. And, yeah, they definitely got to start looking at something moving forward. Like, I don't know what the talks are like internally or kind of what's going on in that camp, but I agree. They look like they've regressed. But go ahead, Sam. Were you going to say something?
They said they're going to turn it around, Tom.
Yeah, they didn't do that, Slay. They haven't done that. Chris, go ahead, Chris.
At this point, bro, Asim is just not the missing piece. I'm not like, I don't think they're going to turn it around with Asim. I think that they probably go after Vivid after Toronto if he's still playing, because I don't know if he's going to come back from that break. Or they just look at challengers, bro, and they just pick up the highest killing, slaying SMG player in challengers and just pray, bro. Because at this point, this is looking grim. They just regress so much, and Asim is just clearly not the missing piece. I don't know if they're going to pick up Purge again. I don't think that would be the right move either. But yeah, they just got to pick up somebody that's going to get some damn kills.
And I think if you were going to compete against, like, quote unquote a top team, New York is one of those top teams that have probably looked the weakest, right, compared to the rest of them. So like this was an opportunity here for Vegas to like it's just not, their schedule's not getting any easier. Like that, it's all like kind of collapsing. It's getting worse and worse.
Why wait though?
Yeah, you're saying because Chris said after the
Toronto,
major.
Why?
I mean, I wouldn't wait.
Do it today.
I wouldn't wait. It's more so like, you know, sometimes the way these teams think and how they make changes, they usually do things in segments. So I would definitely go now, but who knows what they're thinking over there in the camp.
Sam LaRue.
Yeah, man.
What'd you think?
Gio tried his goddamn best. That's what I got from today, man. 40 and 20 first map is the only reason that was even a little bit close. And yeah, I mean, you ripped the Band-Aid off to start the show, but Asim was not what this team needed. And I said it when he joined the team that this is arguably his best team, like coming into it. I think his New York team, was it with you, Tom, in Cold War or something?
Yes, I didn't really.
I thought that team was like pretty fucking good, but like I think
our FaZe team was the best team he's probably had.
I think this team is up there though, for sure. I think it, like, coming into it and the expectation of just coming in, slotting in, learning the system, getting kills, and going. And I said that if he didn't succeed here, this is probably going to be his last opportunity. And I mean, listen, bro, I'm just beginning. He's getting shit on. Like, we talked about Gio not playing well. We talked about a complete team regression, but we had a decent series from everyone today. Granted, they're negative, but like it's not by much. But I mean, Asim was just not a non-factor today, and hasn't been since you joined the team.
Didn't Gio break the kill record or something like that, and they lost the map?
Tied it.
You tied
it. Okay, tied it.
I thought you meant for the series. I was like, what?
No,
for the map, yeah, the first map.
43.
But the first map, like, he was doing some crazy shit for sure. Like, he was going nuts. But I agree, Sam. This is definitely. I at least on paper, Sam, the team looks good. You know what I mean? For Asim, like this was a good team for him to like come in and like, you know, turn some heads. So, yeah, I'm not really too sure what they're gonna do moving forward, but I do know they gotta start performing and 100% winning maps, and Asim's got to start getting kills. Ben, what do you think?
I think I agree with what everybody said. Like, you know, this Asim move seems to have zapped the confidence of this team. I think obviously Asim's not playing well individually, but you know, up until today, Gio was kind of really slumping. He had a big series today, and I just see a lack of activity on the map from players like Dylan. I think Nero's doing a lot of solo plays that before he had a lot of setup from players like Purge and Gio. I just think hopefully they either can figure it out with this team and get their confidence back, or make a roster move and then do so, because there's still a chance qualification and 2 events on the line here.
What did you guys think about? Oh, go ahead, Pat.
I was just gonna say, like their map loss streak is now at 13. But if there's any indication they tied it. But if there's any indication for how big the skill gap is this year, 3 of the like top 5 map loss streaks are all from this year: Legion, Ravens, and Guerrillas. Like they're just all getting shit on.
That's crazy.
Holy fuck.
That is crazy. Hey guys, what are your thoughts on New York? I mean, they obviously pummeled Vegas today. Do you think they're getting any better? Or do you think this was just a fucking slammage because they just outclassed Vegas pretty much?
Just smoking this shit.
This is how it should look. I mean, I don't know. I feel like New York's a hard team to judge, because they can have these spurts of like shitting on the teams they should be shitting on, but then they'll have like a random couple of losses. So like, I don't really know what metric to use to actually judge them other than the events, because they have these slumps online and then they'll show up and perform well. So
yeah.
I kind of want to reserve my opinion on New York until we get like a decent test for how they're playing.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Nah, for sure. Definitely. Ben, you got any thoughts on New York, or Chris, Pat?
I think for New York, you know, the search seems to have improved from their woes a couple of weeks ago, so that's nice to see. And the respawn still looks iffy. I don't know if it's a communication issue. I don't know if it's a lack of orientation around the objective. And they just kind of play and they just kind of get too many kills without actually utilizing those kills. But they got things they got to clean up coming this event, because I fear like still right now that they're going to play against FaZe or an OpTic, and there's a good chance they lose 3 respawns in a series against those teams.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's all we got for these guys. So we hop into some clips, and then we'll move on to the next series. Let's hop in. Let's take a look at the first clip of the day. We start off over here on Karachi Hardpoint. This is P2 early on. I thought this was an opportunity here for Vegas to get a good hold and bring this one back and tie it up. But again, I'm just going to rewind it a little bit, and we can see how it transitions into this P2 Hardpoint. Vegas don't have that great of a setup. They don't really push any space up on a map. They kind of just turtle here. All it takes is for Skies to win one gunfight red, and he's able to get pushed up all the way to the front of P2. Dylan was able to get kill, but now you can see New York, they're already flooding into this hard point. Skies finds one, Civ finds one, and just like that, the Vegas Legion completely collapse here. I mean, what do you guys think happened right there? I mean, again, I feel like Vegas, they seem scared. No confidence. That's what it seems like to me when I'm watching these guys play.
Can we back up? Like this shit we talk about all the time with this fucking hill, that like people are just letting people cross the front of this hill without anyone fucking seeing them or providing any pressure. And then this guy is like backdoor.
I just don't know what Dylan backed up.
Dylan had no reason to back up.
Create way too much fucking space for people to get in the front of the hill, and we have 4 there.
It just seems like I feel like we've all been saying the same thing, but it feels like they're scared. Like they don't want to make plays. They don't want to push. Like they're like scared to chow, which I feel like when you're playing a top team, like if you're scared to chow, like they're gonna take advantage of it. Like that's
it's funny they re-break right after too, because New York gets an insane 2-piece.
Yeah, they do re-break right after. But it probably shouldn't even have been there.
I just don't think Dill should have backed up. He should have just played off Nero and like stalled to push red while his teammates come on spawn. That's all it is. He just gave up the space that they already had.
Yeah, he kind of turtled a little bit there. I think if Nero was able to win that one there, would have looked a lot different. But any other thoughts there, Chris or Pat, or anything there on that play there?
I have like a genuine or overall one. Chris, you can go and then I'll go.
I was just say, I mean, bro, that hill in general just plays just like a control point. It's literally the control point. So like on control, why is it that teams literally do everything in their power to fight for red, but in hard point, you got motherfuckers backing up. Like, bro, red is more important. Holding red is more important than getting a person initially in the hill. It's because even if a guy like somehow sneaks through, if you manage to stall the entire push and eliminate the players that are hitting the red push, you're going to be able to retake that player in the hill. There's no point in like backing up.
Mm-hmm.
So mine's more of like a general one, but like I feel like the last couple like weeks or so when we've been critiquing teams, we've been super critical on them like not taking space. And I feel like we didn't say that a lot. I don't know if that's on us or on the teams like not really doing it, but I've noticed it way more on the shows the last couple of weeks that we're just like everyone's playing like they're shitting themselves.
I think because they are, Sam. Honestly,
but like I don't think we were harping on it that much. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm just like misremembering, but I feel like we never harped on it this much.
Sam, what I will say to that, Sam, is I feel like the reason why that's happening is because the teams at the top are getting better. Like they're getting even better than what they were in the beginning of the year, and now they're just beating these teams to places so fast and beating them to all these power positions where we're just really realizing now how fucking slow these guys are to make decisions on the map. Like the lower tier teams.
It's also map pool based. Like we're seeing all these like small, fast paced maps, and when a team decides to turtle or literally not fucking move, when they're given free space, they're given all these free engagements, they're not punished for it, and they don't take the opportunity. It just kind of it's pretty fucking like 9 day. It's there.
I want to tie it into something we've also talked about, which is reading pressure. We're getting to a point of a season where everybody has a good feel on how to play situations. Disgusting. People know how to play situations, but then teams are counter adjusting to those setups and overloading lanes that teams are not expecting. So we're at the point where people are learning how to adjust to new strats, and I think people are getting nervous because of that.
Right here, Gio goes absolutely insane. He pops a crazy 3-piece. If Gio doesn't make this play, I think New York runs away with this one, and this is probably going to be like a 100-point blowout. But somehow Gio pops 3 running to the front. He wins another one. Then he smokes another guy. Then he pulls out his pistol and smokes another guy. I mean, this guy just goes so rogue here in the P5 that he was actually able to pick up a cruise missile. It was that Bulldog who tries to get aggro on him. And then, of course, after Gio picks up that cruise missile, that's going to help him break on into this P1 hard point. So Gio, not only is he doing things on the P5, then going into the P1, an entry goes there from Asim. Hydra goes down. The streak comes in. Gio finds a streak. And in Vegas, we're able to kind of open things up and make this a little bit of a map here early on. It got a little scary for New York early on. I think mainly that stems from Gio, right? I think we can all agree that. We can all agree here that Gio just was going crazy. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even showing
43 and 22 or whatever is a little fucking insane.
It's not like a 10 streak, right?
He's 37 and 17 right now. He goes crazy in the P5, and then obviously he uses the cruise to break that P1. So did get a little scary here for New York, but then as we go on, New York was able to close this out. We go over towards the P2, and honestly, they do a really good job locking down this P2. You can see New York, how they get pushed out here. Gio again with these shots. Like, these shots are crazy. Like, he just zaps Paco out of the hill with those wall bangs. He was able to find a kill before that as well. But Dante finds 3 kills on the rotation. And Skies is able to kill that cross. And this is pretty much where New York end up winning it. So, it was a good first map. I think Vegas made it close. But New York obviously ultimately took the map 1. Guys, any thoughts on map 1?
Wait, hold on. Back up. Did New York have this hill when it popped? Like, or they break the...
No, they
had it. They had it the whole time.
So Vegas had those side spawns on the P1. They got flipped at some point, right?
I could drag it back a little bit.
Yeah, because we saw the clip we were just watching in the middle of the P1. Like, Vegas was spawning on that side.
The crazy part
there's a weird spawn that comes in for sure. That was a little weird.
P1 on Karachi.
Did you see that spawn right there?
Yeah, number 7.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Number 2 spawns there, and then you have 2 players there, and they get the back alley spawn. I mean, it's just these Karachi spawns are weird.
You know what the crazy part is about this, though? Like, going into that break, like, they had time. The hill is just popping. New York needs to basically hold all of that time to win. They had the time to break, and their break attempt is literally triple flooding ticket, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Can we talked about
can we try to spread the map? Maybe try to hit red, like bottom red, like the red pillars.
Or pinch.
Like, try to get underneath yellow, like... What is this break attempt? What the fuck is the point of just flooding this one lane? It's not going to do anything. And on top of that, they just had, I think, who's number 6 get a kill mid map. Like, you know, you're going to get pincered. So what the hell? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah,
they're just not. They're not taking their time.
They had one guy top right. Dylan's top right just loses this. If he actually win that
but one.
The way New York plays this, though, is flawless. So they push out red, they get the kills, they flip them to the back alley spawns, and then that's it. Like, this goes to a P3. They have spawns and they close it out. Like, if they play. They knew that they knew Vegas was going to be rushing the hill because they win here, and they took advantage of it, and they stayed ahead of the game and played the P3 spawns. Because Vegas do push it to a P3, but just take a look at the main map. Like, New York's already there. They're set up, and this one's all she wrote. But good first map for the New York Subliners. Any final thoughts, guys?
Nope. Yeah, move on.
All right, then we move on to the S&D. I'm going to take us to the 3-3 round. This was a really big round here, and I thought Gio made really good plays here. Paco, he was doing this a lot. He likes to play like this underground area. He tried to jump up and try and catch somebody slipping here, but Gio with the good plays. He throws the tags down to try and slow him down, puts some good shots into him there. And Nero's able to trade it up. And you can see Nero, he's stuck in the middle of the map, but Gio, he looks over him. The propane tank comes down. His propane tank must have a crazy kill-death ratio after this season because it's been getting a lot of kills. And Skies, he tries to make a play. I think he loses aim assist here. Remember, Sam, you're like, oh, whoa, whoa. Those poles, they be...
You don't get aim assist in this window. Weird. It's not even that. It's that window, for some reason, when you're looking into it or looking out of it, like right there, there's no aim assist. It's so buggy.
True. That's true.
One thing I will say, just pointing out, like, at the initial of the clip, like, how New York played it and how New York actually was 3-stacking that A side of the map. Guys, I'm going to give you free tips here for anybody watching in chat. And I've said this 100 times. On High Rise and Invasion, there are certain crosses that you can watch on every map that allocate every single player on the enemy team as to where they're going to be. All you have to do is you go to the mid window and you stare down and you can see how many of them cross to B. If nobody crosses B, or even if one crosses B, you're going to know 3 people are on the A side of the map. Why the fuck is Vegas all pushed up towards B and there's one player watching A and he's a lone man sitting in that window in the back? Why are they not like preemptively stacking that side of the map and preventing New York from even making any of those plays where they're sneaking through lanes because they just don't have the players to watch it? It's not fucking rocket science. You know where they're going to be. You know where they're going to cross. Why don't people take advantage of it and adjust to the pressure? It doesn't make any sense.
So to sum it up, basically people just don't get info. I mean, they're
it's just like not watching the mid cross on
all.
Yeah, they're just not getting info, and they just make their lives a lot harder. You can get info in the first 5 seconds of the round just by looking across the map.
There's 3 people A side. Yeah, let's 3-send people to B.
Yeah, no, that's facts. You have to get the info. You have to get the info. That's always big in search. And then we go to the 4-3 round. This was so confusing.
Is this the ninja?
This is I'm just so confused by this round. 2v2 situation. Ace and Nero, they get the bomb down, but they end up just running from the bomb. Like, look where they're going. Like, Paco hops on a bomb. Skies is looking over him.
Streaming down their leg.
I thought Nero was going to go up underground stairs after he planted and just, like, look at it. And then I saw Asem following him underground. I'm like, yo, where the fuck are these motherfuckers going? Where are they running to? Paco just defuses the bomb. Like, it's another day in the office. Just a free defuse. What was going through Vegas' head there, guys? Or shall I say Asem and Nero? What the hell was going through their heads right there?
Shit was going through their pants. That's what was happening, bro.
Now we're talking about peeing down the leg here, like,
dude. What are they're literally running away from the bomb that they just planted. Like, if Nero's gonna do this, Asem has to die. Like, he needs to like stay in their pit or run up mid stairs or like try to get a kill to buy time for Nero, because Nero's on the most demonic like long route to watch the bomb plan of all time.
Yeah.
Like, if Nero's gonna make that play instead of just running up the stairs to get bomb checks, like, Asem needs to die.
Agreed. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say on that, but that was just a big mistake from Vegas. Like, it was a 2v2. They got the bomb down. So I was like, oh, Vegas, 2v2, bomb down. They can make something happen here. And then they did that, and I lost composure. So any thoughts there, guys? No thoughts? Terrible plays?
No, I just thought it was really funny that someone's making a Nero joke, and they said Z, and then Z just fucking pops him in the chat.
I mean, Mr. Z Carbone. And then this was honestly the rest of the way through. After that round, it just looked like Vegas lost their heads. I mean, New York just kind of ran through them the next 2 rounds. It starts here. They already got a pick. Just running up the middle of the map. You can see Paco. He's already underground. He's already behind them in less than 30 seconds. And by the time he's even there, you already have Sib and Kismet picking up kills in the middle of the map. They started disrespecting them a little bit. Good plays there coming in from New York. And then, of course, we go over towards the 4-5 round. And then this is where New York were able to close it out and make a play. That's what I'm talking about. See Kismet here. He actually goes underground, finds a nice little blood there. And then again, it's what happens next after this that pissed me off again from Vegas. Like, it's Asem. He single pushes right alley. Like, Asem just pushes it by himself. Nobody's even there, like, making a play with him. And then after he dies, Nero tries to push it by himself. And then they end up chasing him, and then he dies. Like, I just want to see something there, like some teamwork there. It's just too much single pushing. It's just kind of the story of what was going on here. Just losing their heads. I think what Sam said, shit their pants. I just don't understand the single chows there. It was pissing me off too. But any final thoughts on the map too, guys? Any final thoughts?
They're pooping themselves. That's my thought. That's my final thought.
A good way to put it.
Yeah. And then we get to the control. And just to highlight a play here from Paco, because he pretty much ultimately wins him the control here. Now, this is the one offense that New York were able to win. He gets in behind. He takes the same route as yesterday, just pushing through left. Gets in laundry, finds a kill, finds another one onto Gio. Boom. Then he gets pushed out. Dante finds him with the streak. And then look what Paco does next. He sprints through gas. He blocks the gas spawn. So he knows there's 2 dead. He knows those 2 guys are spawning deep. All they got to do is look for 2 more players. There's 1 in Cafe. Boom. They're missing 1. And then Asim starts shooting out here. So as soon as this kill goes down, Hydra turns that corner, picks up the trade. And New York, they end up coming off spawn, picking up the cross. And New York were able to win the offense. So this is pretty much how they were able to win the control. New York win 3-0. Gentlemen, any final thoughts on the series at all?
New York's just better.
Pat, go ahead.
New York's just better. That's it. That was all I had.
That's all you had, Slay?
Yeah, that's just to sum up.
Sam, Chris, Ben,
I
anything
just
to say?
can't believe how bad Vegas is. Like, I loved this team, and they are so dog shit. I just I'm just gonna keep saying it, bro. I don't know how you make a 1-person change and turn into this team. I genuinely have no idea.
Love is a strong word, but
I love the way they played COD. I agreed with pretty much every way that they tried to approach respawn, and I've talked to pros about it. They agreed they were a good team, and now they're fucking horrible. So,
Oh no.
Yep.
no idea.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's move on to the next series of the day. We have Atlanta FaZe going up against the Carolina Royal Ravens. This one ended in a 3-1 fashion in favor of the Atlanta FaZe. The one map that Carolina was able to take was that Search and Destroy, that map number 2. Atlanta FaZe 6-0 in this stage. They have not lost a series. Carolina, they now are 2-4. Let's scroll down. Take a look here at the stat sheet. Gwyn saving the boys from the Carolina Royal Ravens from that red carpet. Just he's doing his best Geo impression, trying to save them here. And unfortunately for Carolina, they fall yet again. Ben, we'll start with you. 3-1 Atlanta FaZe. It looked fairly comfortable for them. There's a few moments where Carolina was playing well, but again, it's just FaZe too strong, edged them out. What do you think, Ben?
I thought the Carolina submachine gun players, Gwyn and TJ, played great today. Want to give them their flowers. I know TJ's got a real rough record against his team, but I thought TJ and Gwyn today were excellent.
Rough is
0-17.
0-17 after this is real rough, but I thought they played pretty good today. Pretty much what you kind of want from them.
That's crazy,
and I thought they caught FaZe on a day where it seemed like teamwork wasn't always there. They had a tough time at the beginning of the Invasion Search, the Karachi. But I just think again with this Carolina team, it just kind of comes and goes with the ARs. If the ARs are there, they have an ability to grind out series and get good results. When they're not there, and it happened again, Clay had a good first map, and after that kind of faded, it's kind of rough sledding from there.
Yeah, the one time I picked Clay Moore. This guy's got a good map. But, what do you think, Sam? Was that a dog that just flew by you? The back?
Yeah, I don't know. My dogs are tweaking behind me. They're not Vegas fans either. Yeah, I think FaZe didn't bring their A game today. They definitely seemed like they were playing down a little bit. Gwyn and Tej played really, really well. But yeah, man, it's the same shit we've been saying. Carolina's ARs are probably the worst duo in the league right now in terms of slaying. It's an issue that they've had since the roster was formed. They played them close today. Honestly, a couple of these situations, we'll probably have clips for the Karachi, but there were some moments where they could have pulled away and solidified that map win. But yeah, it was a closer series than I had anticipated it to be. So that was a pleasant watch. But
I know you're a big Win fan as well, Sam. I know he's been every time we watch him, we're pretty impressed by the way he's moving. But he's been
my rookie of the year, man.
Chris, what's going on, Chris? What did you think about the series?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything that Sam said about the AR players, but I will say that at the very least, Carolina, and I think we're going to talk about AG soon, these two teams have kept their little momentum here with their new roster changes, and obviously Carolina just moving into their facility, where they're still playing decent COD, even against the good teams. I don't feel like they're gonna be a good team, but if trajectory keeps going, these guys are probably gonna get a top 6 finish again. I don't really see any of the other bottom teams playing any of these teams relatively close. I think Boston's had some decent games, obviously yesterday versus OpTic, but I don't really have any faith in them making a pretty long run. But Carolina and I think when we talk about them, LAG, they have potential to cause some sort of these upsets, but I don't think they're gonna, just like every other team, is gonna be any of these top 4 teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pat, what did you think about the series?
I mean, Tom, if you want my honest opinion, I'm gonna need a picture here.
Here we go.
Can't wait for this.
Time for Carolina to blow it up, bro.
Oh, jeez, they done that on the toilet? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Listen, man,
What are you doing, Pat? What are you doing, Pat?
Well, I need to know why Clay is so inconsistent. I need to know why Fellow can't get kills. there's a lot to this team that I don't understand. But I think Gwyn is good enough that if they just make some changes, this team could at least be a 5-6 contender consistently. Yeah. I just can't not believe that. So I don't know. I'm tired of watching this Carolina team. I was pissed they stuck together. I'm pissed now. It's really all I got.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised by Tej this year. I think Tej has actually been pretty fucking good for these guys.
This is a huge opportunity for Tej, and I think he stepped up. I think the Clay and Fellow thing, I don't think the answer is that crazy, Pat. Like, Fellow's always been an inconsistent slayer in the CDL era, at least, like the Dallas Empire stint and other instances as well. And Clay, for the last couple of years, really since Modern for 2019, it's kind of comes and goes his form. And I think, once again, I know he's not in Carolina right now. They're in Carolina, he's in Dallas. But it doesn't seem like his form is there either. I just think it's not complicated. It is what it is. No?
It's Clay and Fellow are pretty similar play styles, like in terms of like how they approach the map. Like they have good chemistry in that fact, but they just can't get kills. And that's why like you see this team, regardless of their slaying numbers and how shit their AR duo is when it comes to actually getting kills, they still put up a fight and they have close games. And it's because they kind of like just have a general good understanding together of how to play. But in all
Gwyn has a 1.2 every minute.
But obviously it's helping him, right? Like they're helping him get better as a player. But my point is you just can't have both of them on the same team. Like it's kind of like that age-old joke. Oh, you can have JCap Proof on the same team from back in the day. It's kind of the same, dude. Like they just need to play with one if they were to make changes in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Let's hop into some clips unless anybody's got anything else to say. Let's move on. Let's hop into the first map. This was Karachi. I want to go to this P3. Now, this was actually a break for Atlanta FaZe. I thought Carolina just looked sloppy here on this rotation. Starts with MCs, able to win a fight here, and we'll just kind of watch this and see how this ends up playing out. Because TJ, they get the kill. They get the junk side. But it's what happens next where Carolina kind of collapse here. Now, you have one guy, Gwyn, trying to watch red. Now, I think Gwyn, I don't know why he's running there. I don't know why he's running into red. I would like to see Gwyn just play a corner junk and just hold that. And then he ends up kind of getting caught out there. BZ finds the kill. Now the pinch is in. Fellow tries to make a play, and they just kind of swarm in.
Like, that's just rogue, bro.
It's just so easy, too, for
them.
them.
Gwyn dies 2 times in a break, which is crazy. 2, like, pretty bad deaths as well. But, like, why is Fellow sliding into this guy with a pistol? You're already in a man-down situation. Like, you just got a free-ass kill. Make this guy overextend to get team shots from the hill with you. Like, why are we sliding at this guy?
You have the crossfires. They have to slide out to you. This guy 3 can watch that cross from that angle. Like, yeah, maybe you're a little bit worried about him trading you in that corner if you slide out. But I agree. You don't need to go rogue here.
I mean, it puts the guy in the hill in the play, at least, if he slides out. Like, if the guy in hill can now help you.
Yeah.
But, like, if you slide into this, then the guy in hill is just like, oh, all right, we're getting broke.
Yeah, Gwyn did troll.
Gwyn also trolls.
He trolled.
This is like me nitpicking Tyler, but yeah, Gwyn dies twice in this hold, which is insane.
Yeah, it was, and again, like if you're doing that against a top team, like they're gonna take advantage of that. So good plays there from Atlanta FaZe. Then we move on. We go over into the. I was gonna go into the listening, but I was like, screw it. We could just skip the listenings for today. But then we go into the second P2 here. And Carolina, they actually get a really big break here. Now, I thought FaZe was going to just get a good hold here, per usual. But Carolina breaking this hill made things a little interesting. They ended up just running through the front. And it was actually Clay.
Full sprints that bitch with a pistol.
I was going to say, how the hell did he get pushed up here? This was a mistake here from FaZe.
He just sprints up yellow.
He just sprints up yellow alley. Nobody's on the head glitch. I think whoever that was gave it up. Somebody gave it up
MC's
before.
looking like, I think he's angled for like top red. He's like crouching behind the desk.
He's looking at top single.
But I'm saying Simp had mid, and then look, as soon as Clay turns the corner, he gives it up. Actually, I don't know. He must have been looking up or something. I don't know what Simp was looking at there. I don't know what his angle was. Because Clay turns the corner, he's here. I don't think they saw him, but big plays from Clay. They're just getting in there and getting gritty with the Renetti. It's phenomenal work from him. Maybe a little bit of a misplay there from FaZe or what? Just let him do that.
Yeah, it's also just bad timing. Simp literally was like on the sidewalk kind of watching that cross, and as soon as he starts to turn, Clay's like already running to the point. So it's just, good timing out of Clay, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was good work from him. And then I want to go towards the end of this game because a BZ called game here. He pretty much just fucking, because it was a back and forth game. We can see here it's 218 to 195 here at the end of this P5. And it's what a BZ does next. He gets pushed out bus. He's able to find a couple kills, and then he's able to get into green. And I love what he does next. He doesn't chow anything and go too crazy. He just kind of plays his life here around green. Because let's be honest, top 3, top AC, like green, like you want this for P1. Like you want to make sure you're getting control of this stuff. And Tyler, he just reads the play. He's able to take care of TJ, overextending. Then he jumps in through mid-alley. And he's got one more, and he'll Gwyn to work with, slides it out, takes care of Gwyn. I mean, this is just the Abizi show here. He just goes absolutely nuts here, and ends up breaking this last P1, which is where FaZe was ultimately able to win it. So Carolina, they had some moments where they made some mistakes and they kept it a close map. They don't make those mistakes. Maybe Carolina squeezes his map 1 out. What do you guys think?
Back up a sec, Tom. I think, and Sam, you highlighted this earlier. I think another big play is what happens to Clay in the same sequence. You back it up to when Tyler just gets in charge. I'm very curious how Clay gets his timing on number 5. Does he hop off of top 3 and they just kind of run by each other?
With number 5?
Yeah.
So it looks like Clay's top 3 right now. Yeah. And then number 5, he ends up going through chicken. He's under him. He's under him, Benjay. Yep, he's under him. He's under him right now. Clay doesn't. He can't see him.
Clay gets his kill, and then Tyler potentially gets traded when he peeks out of his church.
Like, why not just go bridge?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, this is a theme that, like, this side of the map is so prone to just terrible timings. And, like, it's a problem with OpTic on their P3 holes we were talking about yesterday and will later today. Like, there's so many timings on the top 3 market. Like, there's just a million different, like, little things that you can fuck up. And I just don't get why people don't play for guaranteed info. Like, playing Angle, you cannot get bad timing on. Because, like, those timings are just, like, what breaks hills and breaks setups.
There's also got to be a miscom because Carolina's blocking both of the spawns out on that P5. So Clay should kind of know that they are spawning back P3, and he kind of gives them up and just gets bad timing, and the guy gets underneath them. When if he would have just known they were spawning P3, I don't know if his teammates calmed it. He could have just looked out that backside by brick and probably got another free kill on number 5.
Yeah, no, 100%. Everybody spamming Kendrick dropped in the chat. I guess Kendrick Lamar's dropping more, some more heat.
He's already dead, but you gotta leave him alone.
Called Drake a pedophile, Tom.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well.
Well, yeah, that's gonna do it for the map 1. Atlanta FaZe close it out there on that P1. Just really good plays there from Tyler Abizi. This actually does get a little scary here towards the end, but Simp ends up making the play as well. Once you get through Abizi, then you got to get through fucking Simp, and here he is. Simp finds 1. Another player tries to trade him, finds 2. Then the last guy up is Tyler Fellow. He can't get there. This one's all over. Any thoughts on the map 1, guys?
Winnable for Carolina.
It actually was winnable for Carolina.
All the maps are winnable against the top 4 team until they never are, because they're not.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or they're 50-3 series.
Yeah.
It's not winnable.
Then we get into the S&D.
Unless they want you to win it, it's not winnable.
We get into the search here, and Carolina, they go up 3 rounds here. They actually had like a lot of momentum the first like few rounds, and in FaZe they started to adapt a little bit. And this is where
is this the streak round, Tom?
Yes, this is a streak round. This was the first big mistake of the map from Carolina. It was just they didn't need to streak here, in my opinion. It's a 4v4 situation. They have the info, they have the control. I don't know why. I don't know what the point of the streak was, to be honest with you. But now we were all sitting here, oh man, they just burned the streak. They just wasted that. Hopefully FaZe doesn't win this offense now. And that's exactly what happens. FaZe wins the offense. They end up playing through B Street. They waste a streak. There's one guy there, it's Clay, but he quickly gets traded out here by Abe as he slides his corner. There you go, boom. 3v3 situation, and this is where Carolina and the boys, they try to make a play through the pinch, but Draza somehow finds 2 here. It probably could have been a Carolina round again, but Draza finds a big 2-piece, and he's able to close out this round. Last guy's Gwyn pinching on the flank. He's all by himself. FaZe end up trying to push him instead of getting the bomb down. And
I like that.
Yeah, with a few seconds. You like that, Pat? You like that?
Yeah,
no bomb plant? Just run at this guy?
Yeah. Especially because you knew you had him trapped. He wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, no, it was a good play. Once you know where he's at, don't let him go nowhere. Phenomenal work from FaZe, and then of course we get into the next round. This is the 4-3 round. This was another offensive round for FaZe. It's just those B pushes that was giving Carolina trouble here towards the second half. Abizi was able to win a big 1 over there towards B, and then take a look at those arrows as Abe wins those fights. Right, I love the play that FaZe does next. So Celium ends up getting taken down here in the street. Abe finds another kill over by the B side of the map. And you just see Draza and Simp, they just decide to push through A. They push through A, they wrap the spawn, they go all the way around, and they were able to get this B bomb down. They pretty much just ignore the guys on A. and full wrap the spawn and get that bomb down B. They recognize that aBeZy got some kills over there and that the bomb site's probably opened up. So I like the adjustment from FaZe throughout some of these rounds as this was going on. But luckily for them, or luckily for Carolina, they were able to clutch up and win this map. But it got close, gentlemen, huh? It got pretty close here.
Yeah, it was just the Bloods. I think Carolina was super proactive in the early round, and they started playing a little bit more reserved. And I think Clay got blooded like 3 or 4 rounds in that like 4-0 comeback sequence. So I think when we have numbers against FaZe, it's not really much you can do for the most part.
Man, everything was just going right for FaZe. We get into the 4-4 round. They end up getting a first blood onto Clay early, like the first 10 seconds. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, Carolina is trolling. And then I think FaZe, they end up... do they end up trolling this round, or did they clutch this round? No, they end up fucking clutching this, I think. Because then you have TJ Haley. He tries to make a play. It was a comfortable defense here for Atlanta FaZe, as Abe's able to find another one there. See Fellow and his teammate, they try and make a play, but with a 3v2 situation, there's no time left on the clock. There's not really much they can do as the Atlanta FaZe boys, they swarm on in, use the time to their advantage. They go up 5-4. And finally, Carolina ends up getting them to a round 11. FaZe just ended up getting picked on their offenses. We can go straight to the round 11, see what happened here.
TJ Haley.
Yeah, TJ Haley makes the play. I don't know what the strat here was from FaZe. They tried to play through mid here. But TJ,
they were caught off guard by the guy on mid tank somehow.
Yeah, which is like that's like the most common spot on the map. Yeah. So I
guess they just weren't expecting Tej to actually take like a wide swing like that.
Yeah, no, it was good plays from Tej. He catches Sim slipping here in the middle of the map, and early in around 11, Carolina were able to go up a man. And then what happens after that? It's just single pushing from FaZe. It starts with Draza. He tries to make a play up the street. He's got MC looking over him from deep, but it doesn't really help out much as Draza goes down. And then at this point, it's a 2v4 situation. MC tries to make a play. aBeZy's by himself. This one's all over. Carolina, they were able to take a map from Atlanta FaZe. It's fantastic work from Carolina. It probably could have been
more
worse,
than a lot of teams could do so far lately. That's more than a lot of teams.
They call it Cell lacking. Cell's probably been one of the better S&D players this stage, if not the best statistically, and he had a 2-8 map, and they still went round 11. So I think they got.
Carolina has also just improved their search. Like they were really dog shit at search, like at the beginning of the year, and then they've progressively gotten better and better and more competitive, and actually started to win them against teams.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we get into the control, and I want to go to the streak from TJ. First round, TJ Masterclass. He starts off 9-3 on the first defense for Carolina in the high-rise control. 9 lives left for Carolina, and a streak is coming down when FaZe has full control, and that ends up biting them in the ass because they burn the streak, and FaZe were able to constantly stop that clock and send this to or win this first offense. And Sam, I kind of wanted to go to you on this because I know we were talking about it during the watch party, but when you don't have that many lives and there's still that much time on the clock, the streak probably wasn't the best idea there.
I think he was streaking to obviously avoid losing the round, but I think because he had 2 teammates dead, I think one of them did die with a streak in the air, so it's just unfortunate. But they had pretty shitty map state for a streak to come in there to like try to salvage the round, and you're already down like 6 or 7 lives at that point as well. So you're not guaranteed to lose the round, but you're already like 95% chance. So I think saving the streak for another moment in this map is probably a better play here. I understand why he did it, but just having 2 dead, not really much map control. I think the streak was just kind of reactive in the moment kind of thing.
Yeah.
Definitely would have been a better play later in the game.
Yeah, and then you can see how FaZe, they just get pushed up. They were able to keep the B point, and they kind of just funnel Carolina here, and you can see MC there just letting them know with some extra body shots there towards the end of that one. So fantastic work coming in from the Atlanta FaZe, just kind of dwindling those lives from Carolina, and they were quickly able to win their first offense. These had a minute left on the clock, and Carolina only has 3 lives, so it's slowly but surely Carolina fall. And then we go into the next round. This is a defensive round for Atlanta FaZe. This one got close too, but somehow, some way, 2v4 situation, 6 seconds left on the clock, in favor of the Carolina Royal Ravens, but aBeZy makes the play. He slides out of blue, finds 1, finds 2. Then you had Simp finds the other guy on the hill. That's going to be 3. Then aBeZy at a 1v1 against Tyler Fellow. Fellow has no idea where the hell Tyler even is, and Tyler finds 3. That's the terrors going to work there, gentlemen. Fantastic.
Who the fuck is sliding out of blue in a 2v4 into their spawn, dude?
Like,
that is an insane play.
Rogue play for sure.
That is an insane play by Tyler to win that round.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the green light in a 2v4 to do some crazy shit.
Oh, yeah, you got to do some dumb shit for sure. But, like, this is just an insane fucking play.
I don't know how they don't trade it. Looked like, I feel like
he just gets caught.
I mean, it's honestly kind of a respectable play because how are you really gonna expect someone to win? People.
Oh no, he absolutely made the perfect play for the moment. It's just like sliding out of blue in a 2v4 is just fucking crazy.
I mean, it was a good read, but at the same time, like a second later, they could have just been pre-aiming, waiting to like.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a perfect storm for that play to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that pretty much led to Atlanta FaZe 3-0ing Carolina in the control. I mean, that one wasn't really close, and then of course we go to the map for Vista here, and again just a lot of mistakes coming in. I want to highlight this play from Abizi. He had a great series today too, just super impactful, just constantly being annoying, taking routes, but I like how Abe takes the route here. He goes outside the map, he gets all the way to the back of the spawn, and I love with 9 seconds left, like 8 seconds left, he doesn't chow any fights, he doesn't run at people, he just kind of plays his time here, waits for that next hill to pop. And then as soon as that hill pops, he waits a little bit, gives time for his teammates.
This is a Vegas setup.
Yep, and this is a Vegas setup. That's right. See, this setup is terrible. It's a Vegas setup. It gives me PTSD.
Look what happens when you have no info. You can't track names when you have no info. And guess who's in the fucking back of your spawn? Tyler
Abizi. It was a phenomenal play, and I loved how he waited for his teammates. How many players, Sim, will you see right here? As soon as the hill pops,
run up the stairs and try to make a hero play?
And try and make a play. Abizi waits. He waits till his teammates get closer. That way, when he makes this play, his teammates can collapse with him, and it was perfect execution. Absolutely perfect. Phenomenal work.
That was a great play.
Yep, great work there from the FaZe boys, and then we keep it fucking pushing here on a Vista. We go over to the P4. Now, Sam, this is where you got pissed off because Clay didn't pinch.
Nah, bro. Nah.
And Chris, you could probably jump in here, Pat and Ben, but
why are we shortcutting the route? Why he does it the next rotation and it plays out perfectly, by the way, which is just absolutely hilarious. But like, if we're gonna take the time to take the right route and we're just gonna shortcut it because we want to shave a second off, like he makes the perfect playoff spawn, pinches P3, but he takes the most dog shit route when he gets to P3 to just, instead of running down the back stairs and shooting 3 people in the back, he shortcuts it and just gets tacked out and dies. Why not full pinch here? You block the 8 spawn, so 8 spawns out mid instead. You guarantee 2-piece these guys in the back. Like, the shortcutting here is fucking insane.
That was a big mistake from Clay. Hey, you're right, Sam. He does it the next rotation, and he smokes him. And I remember Abizi and a listening did it yesterday. Remember, he was like, "Everybody stay alive. Everybody stay alive. I'm pitching. I'm pitching." He hit that same route, and he killed 2 people in the back. Definitely a little bit of a misplay there. The shortcut kind of killed him there. Instead of getting 2 free kills, he ends up in gunfights, which he ends up losing. So, any thoughts there, Chris? I mean, I think Sam kind of.
No, you're 100% right on that. Yeah.
Good play to good tries there from Clay, but a little bit of a misplayed in. And we do have the listening from Atlanta FaZe. You guys want to tune into any listenings today, or you want to hop into this? I'd say we keep it going so we can get that bracket going.
Yeah.
If you guys are cool with
pushing.
that. But then we
I can summarize the listening. Dead shit on dead.
Wait, Simp was throwing some growls in there, bro. He had a growl on Clay.
He was throwing some growls. It was funny. And then of course we get to the end. Did you guys think Carolina could have played this P1 rotation here better? It's not that far off. It's not that like big of a difference here in score. Like if Carolina can lock down a P1 here and maybe push this to a P2, like they could win this map. I just didn't like the overshot. Where are they going? They're jumping at the hill with 5 seconds left, and then they leave Gwyn here by himself at old. And then it just all collapsed. And now FaZe, they go right from P1 right to P2, right from P5 straight to the P1. Like it's super easy for them. Did you guys think that was a misplay there from Carolina, or do you think I'm nitpicking there?
Nah, they're just on different pages. I think they double played right, Fellow and Gwyn, but Fellow should have went mid to get at least closer to the play to help Gwyn on new, and then Clay runs it old by himself and dies. But I mean, the hills are next to each other. This old pressure doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah,
you can just hold the setup from the new hill.
Yeah, and I feel like if you get kills on P1, you can actually hold P1. Like you can actually soak time, especially if you're giving them those spawns. You see where Simp is spawning right now. Like if you're in the hill getting kills and you're forcing teams into those back spawns where Simp is spawning. I mean, bro, you can definitely get a lot of time here. That. Yeah, 100%. You can definitely 60 that. But unfortunately for Carolina, they just run out old. They get pieced up, and Atlanta FaZe were able to close the 4th map here and get a 3-1 victory over the Carolina Royal Ravens. Gentlemen, any final thoughts on the series?
Not on this series, but I do have a question on Vista. Like now, the left side start spawn is 10-2, win loss, and that's the highest win loss of any map by far. So, are you picking Vista if you're not getting that side?
Doesn't really make sense because P1 you get there quicker on the other side, like the right side spawn, like for P1. So like your break off is technically better. You also have like better side or better like routes to like hit mid right away and get control of that too. So I don't really know how that works. Kind of weird.
It's just every hill is on that side of the map as well, so that's probably why.
Just
we
never
gotta bring
lose
up
spawn.
Ryan,
You
bro.
never lose
But it's so easy to flip on that map.
No, I know. You
take
spawn
2
everywhere on
steps,
that map
so I
all the
don't know.
time.
Yeah, I don't know how that makes sense. That's kind of crazy though.
All right, gentlemen, and we move on to the last and final series of the day. We had the Los Angeles Guerrillas going up against the one and only OpTic Texas. This one ended it in a 3-1 fashion in favor of OpTic Texas. OpTic now stand 5-1 in the stage. Los Angeles Guerrillas 2-4. Take a look down there. That the control was the one map that Los Angeles was able to take from OpTic, and a couple of these maps got pretty close as well, especially the hard points. We actually had a pretty good series here. We'll take a look at the stats. Oh, Jesus Christ. It is a red carpet for the Los Angeles Guerrillas as OpTic Texas just outslay him here pretty badly. They didn't exactly get too pooped on, but, the red carpet is in. Ben, we'll start with you. What did you think about the OpTic LAG series?
Yeah, we were a little... the last couple of series for OpTic were like, respawn play has been kind of like a little bit iffy, and I felt like this is another one of those series, like the classic LIG series from stage 1 or stage 2. If they could figure out how to close some of these maps, I think there was a day where they could have won this one. I mean, I tip OpTic, especially Superstar Shotzi, for making some key plays on the 6 stars, on the Karachi to kind of close things out, but I think in the OpTic tweets, I think after the series kind of summed it up that there's a lot of stuff that they feel like they got to work on next week.
I want to ask, do you guys think OpTic have gotten worse this stage? My personal opinion is that they have. I don't know about you guys, but
Worse?
I don't necessarily think they've gotten worse. I think they've gotten sloppier, but I don't think that they're worse. I think they're just not playing to like where they should be. I think they're just like their respawns are just not super clean, and I never doubt that they're going to win them because of the conversation we had earlier.
Yeah, of course, against the bottom.
But I think they're just like playing sloppy, to be honest, and they're also playing a shit ton of Karachi, which is like their worst hardpoint by far. So I think that's just a map that we're critiquing pretty heavily.
Sloppy is a good word.
But I think that I just think they just have messy series. I don't doubt that they're going to lose them. But I don't think that they're going to show up to an event and play like this. I think that they can have the ability to lock in for sure.
I mean, I think.
Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to just bring it to the next guy.
A couple other things. I mean, on the LIG side, just to kind of move that part of the conversation along, like, I think Flames gave you some interesting stuff today. I think that moves H pretty good. Like, again, it's just the same problem we've seen with them. Or in there, they got to figure out how to close series. I think at times they were playing a little bit scared on a few of these respawns. I think with a little bit more timing, a little bit more emphasis, they probably would have closed things out. Also, we get to it. I really don't really understand the retake B strategy on 6-star. We've rarely seen anyone retake that at all 4v4. So I think some teams got some things to learn on that map going forward.
Yeah, Chris, what did you think about the series?
It was a good series for OpTic. They ended up winning that one, but at the same time, LAG kept it close. I still like the potential of this LAG roster. Again, just like with the Ravens, I think these guys are just playing better than like the lower tiered teams to a slighter degree. So I'm confident in them making a run at the major to at least match their previous major standings, and maybe, who knows, they even play even better and they can maybe somehow upset a team, but I doubt that's going to happen. Flames continues to perform pretty well for this team. They got better at hardpoint over their last week. Although they didn't close them, they actually started strong and they were putting pressure on a lot of these teams up until they kind of got complacent in the map. It felt like
they fucking bottled map 4.
Yeah, they absolutely bottled it for sure. They kind of went back to their old ways and started playing very passive, and it came out to bite them. But when they were putting the pressure on the other team, like, they actually looked like a good hardpoint team. So, I mean, I don't know. They'll go back and watch that.
I'm a big Flames fan, dude.
He's
I
been
think
playing
he's good
well.
as fuck.
Yeah, actually has been playing really well.
Which annoys me even more.
Because he was
like,
on the
he was
bench.
on your bench for 2 stages, bro. And you guys were shit the whole time. I get the land placings, but like, we didn't even give my boy a like, he's good. This kid's good. And they no idea until now.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to me.
Pat, any thoughts on the series, Pat? OpTic, Texas, LAG. Besides you think OpTic got worse? Anything else?
No, I mean, granted, I think this could have won a game 5. I was in here watching with you guys when that happened.
This should have gone game 5. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but I disagree with Sam. I think OpTic looks sloppy as a whole, and my confidence on them. I already had no confidence on them beating FaZe, but I have even less now.
What about against the others? You think like the Toronto-New York matchup now for them? Because we had them pretty clear cut above them, right?
Yeah, for me it's probably even. On any given day, that also depends on how New York and Toronto play, which it's hard to say because we haven't seen them play.
I just don't know
recently.
what New York is.
Yeah.
So when I want to talk about that, I don't know what the fuck that team is, dude.
Same with Toronto. They're such a weird team, bro.
Such a weird team. Same with Toronto right now, though. Toronto's in the same boat. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Bro, am I faded? When's the last time we watched a Toronto match? Has it been 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I feel like I haven't seen a Toronto match.
They play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
They didn't play Friday, did they?
No, they didn't.
No,
Scrappy's been in here off the fucking papaya watching matches.
To your point, Toronto's got the S&D problem, and New York's got the respawn problem, and OpTic and FaZe seem like you gotta get a handle on all 3 game modes. So that's kind of my assessment of those 4 teams right now. I don't know if you guys agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's move into some clips from the series, and then we could do the bracket. Want to highlight the P5 hold from LAG here was fucking beautiful. I love the setup here for just the setup that they had. They had flames kind of staying down from that P2 side of the map, and they had a guy that was just holding middle. That's going to be Fame, who just plays a corner there. He doesn't overchallenge anything. He plays the fundies correctly. They have control. He lets Kenny run in front of him and doesn't try and make any plays here. And then as soon as he wins this fight here middle, all Flames needs to keep doing is holding this angle. He's got teammates looking over him. I just thought it was a great hold from LAG.
Bro, this is a perfect setup.
This is a perfect setup. This is what I want to see from teams when they're holding this hard.
This is I'm stealing this setup.
100%.
When other teams watch this, if they watch this map, they're like, yeah, we're doing that. This is a fucking godlike P5 setup.
Yeah, I wanted to show this because watching it, I was like, dude, they just got a clean full 60. That was a really good hill from them. So great hold from the LAG. If you guys are playing in squads with your rank play teams, maybe try and set that up. And get that going next time you play 6-star. Then we hop in to the P3. I think we can all agree that this was a Shotzzy show a lot of the times in this map. Shotzzy makes the fucking play for OpTic here going into the second P3. I actually think, this is a little listening. We're not doing the listenings. The P3s here, this is where I don't know how Ant was able to make this play. You can see it coming from the left side here. He wins a big 1v1 here on Diamond Con, which I don't even think Diamond Con should be challenging. I think
him wide strafing, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why he wide strafes over towards that statue area of the map. And after Shotzzy wins that fight, you know what he does? He takes his space and he finds another 2 players in the back. Matter of fact,
I got crazy deja vu from this, by the way. The 2-piece from Ant, and then the way he cameras the guy elbow.
Yeah.
He won. You remember this from yesterday? Is the same play.
He almost wins the fight elbow. He almost wins this year.
He cameras it the same way. The guy's laying in the same place. I actually thought it was just the most insane, crazy deja vu moment.
Yeah. And then Ant's teammates start getting closer, and Ant, he ends up hitting the hill, which he gets this guy one shot, and the trades come in, and OpTic, they get a clean break. They got the front spawns, and they have LAG now funneled here in the back spawns. It's just fantastic plays from Shotzzy. I think if Shotzzy doesn't make that play, they probably don't hold this hill, and this map looks a lot different. So big play from Shotzzy there. Chris, you're also muted if you're talking on the show.
Oh, that just comes down to Diamond overextending on that alley. I know why he did it. He was trying to get the preemptive info to see if they were even going to come from that side, but he read the pressure wrong, and they were already pushed up. So he ends up getting caught off guard. So that's kind of why. He should have. If anything, number 7 could have been a little bit more proactive on that cut. He played a corner. He ends up getting a 2-piece, which is fine. But if he would have maybe peeked you and maybe got that info for Connor, then he wouldn't have had to peek it. So,
I probably would have liked Diamond Con just to hold it instead of wide challenge it. But
that the reason he did it though is to get the preemptive info, so he didn't have to just sit in the back of the statue licking a wall and assuming they weren't going to come there.
Yeah. And then we get towards the end of this. This is the P5 hardpoint. It's Shotzzy again, who just makes the play. You can see how early he rotates here. Sam, I remember you doing the watch party. Rotate Ant.
Yeah.
And he does. He ends up rotating. He gets pushed up here. And it's what he does next. He ends up getting 1 here. He ends up falling here, but he comes off spawn. It makes a crazy play. So he gets 1. The OpTic boys were able to get those P3 spawns. And then you can see how they're able to break it. It starts with AG and Kenny and the boys are trying to put some shots over here from hop up. And Ant just jumps right by him, dives into the water with a pistol, finds 1, finds a second. just running by his teammates there, diving into the water. He loves it.
He probably
he
gets
loves this
so
shit.
happy when it's P5 on
Oh,
this
he
map.
loves it. He loves it, bro.
His eyes light up every time this bitch is P5.
He's 27 and 21
wait.
right now. Pat, what did you think about that play right there? It's pretty nice. It's a nice play, right? It's play.
I mean, Tom, we've talked about this before. All stars make
Superstar plays,
superstar
Pat.
caliber plays all the time. That just doesn't make them a superstar, right? It just shows what they're capable of, not what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it happens in the NBA all the time. Like average players get insane highlight clips. It's just part of the game. Obviously, it was a good play.
Average player is crazy. That is fucking insane.
But I'm just saying that's what happens on NBA, you know, in the NBA. If you watch, you'll see like everyone gets a highlight clip every now and then. Tom.
Yeah, man, you're comedy. And crazy plays. Anything to say on that map, guys? Sam, Chris, Ben.
No, that was just honestly Ant made a shit ton of bailout plays.
Yeah, Ant's making superstar plays for sure. He's going nuts. He's going fucking crazy. And then we hop into the S&D here. We'll hop into the first round. Now, this was a strat that OpTic did 2 or 3 offenses in a row. We were even saying it during the watch party. They're doing the same thing over and over and over again. They rush B, they plant the bomb, and then Kenny late flanks. They did it this round, and it worked flawlessly. LAG giving up that B bomb site. I don't know why teams just decide to give it up completely. But then we go into the 2-0 round, which was their next offense, and just look how they set this up. I mean, it's literally the same thing. They rush B. LAG, they try defending it a little differently this time. They try and play through mid. But again, that B site wide open. Why are teams leaving that B site open? Is it hard to hold?
I think it's an adaptation of how this map's been played so far. It's been so predominantly A that teams are starting to go B now, and everyone's so accustomed to just blind countering A and playing team deathmatch as opposed to like actually having to worry about B bomb because they usually just send like one person and then they'll end up late rotating.
Yeah.
But I think people are just starting to figure out that you can go B on this map with relative ease.
Yeah.
I think then the counter is to try and find an early pick and force them to plant the bomb 3v4 so you can try and get some angles. Because I don't know. How do you guys think you can actually retake this 4v4?
You got to play probably
gotta
get
go
through
P3.
P3,
You have
get
to go
P3
P3
control, and then work through down there. But even coming out of P3, it's hard. Like you can't go down wood because if they're head glitching water and they're on it, like it's so hard to come down from wood.
They played it right. They
came from
the guy
top
that was
up.
playing P3. The guy that was playing P3 just ended up dying. He ended up getting shot in the back. He got flanked, or I don't know what he was looking at, but he was like standing on top of a bench. I think Dashy shoots him in the back, but I think they played, or it was Dashy or Kenny, but they played fine.
Yeah,
they
then
played
Kenny
fine.
gets
They
the
just won the
streak.
flank.
Kenny gets the streak from that round, and he puts it to use in the next round. He ends up getting a 2-piece here with the cruise missile, and very, very quickly, it's already a 4v2 in favor of the OpTic Texas.
There's like no safe spots on this map to like hide from the crew.
You can get
Besides,
streaked everywhere.
I think you was relatively safe, and
No,
then
you can
like
streak in you, right?
you can hide behind
You
DJ.
can put it in like the middle of it, right?
Yeah, but you can't. It's like you'd have to curve it insanely to get it onto like the players that are hiding on the indents of you. So
Okay.
you security maybe like blue right next to the gold steps. There's not very many safe spots though. It's dire when somebody gets a streak on that map.
Yeah,
I don't know if you have Bruce's streak, Tom, but I thought he was going to 2-piece him again the next round.
Yeah, I do. I actually I have his 1v2 clutch right here. That's next on the list. This is just Big Boosie now. I had a feeling he was going to clutch this. I just didn't think he was going to clutch it how he did. 1v2 situation, 12 seconds left on the clock. He thinks the guy's on the bomb. Fame tries to jump out, and Jesus Christ. Fucking Big Boosie with the Renetti finds a 2-piece pistol. You can see his reaction, too, after he hits it. They're going to show the replay here, but Jesus, those are nice shots.
AR's got a pistol to fight back with, man. Holy
please.
Shit. Thank God.
Please. What did you guys think about those shots?
I mean, those were good shots, but that's still like a 5 to 6 bullet
He
kill.
two-bursted him, dude.
Nah,
that's a
he kills him. So
bro.
look at it from their POV too. Look at it from his POV. Just gets absolutely.
He weak? Oh, he's a little. Oh, he wasn't full health. Okay.
How did he get weak? Did Kenny hit him? Or
Yeah, Ken hit him, or someone hit him before he hopped over the bomb. I think Ken did while he was in the corner before he died.
He
wasn't full health.
That's probably why. Then. That's
No,
probably why.
I think he's low key dead regardless, but that's still insane.
Yeah, he might have been dead regardless.
I think Ken shoots him because he wasn't full health when he chowed him off the bomb. Yeah, he was weak.
Hey, he's still weak.
Yeah, he's like 110 HP when he takes the gunfight.
Oh no, is he?
No, watch. He's like 110 HP when he takes the gunfight. When it goes to like their puff.
Yeah, no, you're right. Damn, it takes forever to regen. What the hell?
Yeah, regen this game's insane.
But
whenever it goes to their POV, it shows
they
their health.
buffed it. I remember they buffed the regen. Wait, no, Sam. I think he was full health.
No, he was.
I think when they switch over to him, they were already hitting him, Sam. I think he was already getting shot.
I don't think so. I don't think he's full health.
Need this in 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's 106 before he gets shot.
Yeah. No,
he's
that,
up low.
that's
That's
crazy.
still fucking crazy.
That's actually crazy that he didn't regen that fast. That's crazy.
No, he was regenning up though. He went.
Yeah,
from,
he was
going up. He was at 106 when but it went to 115. Then he started getting
115 was
hit.
peak health.
Yeah.
115
I mean,
was peak
nonetheless,
health.
bro, good shots from Big Boozy, huh? Good shots.
Yeah. Apparently, Bruce leads the league in 1v2s as well. I saw that stuff after their series.
I mean, he keeps
Very
clutching them,
clutch
so
this
it
year.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And then here, this was actually a 2v4 from LAG. I was like, damn, OpTic's going to close this out. LAG 2v4 them here. Estro finds one. Yeah, Estro just makes a play, throws the smoke down. Then he makes a play through the smoke. He actually finds a good timing there. Takes down takes down Kenny. And then Fame, it was able to find Shotzi. Quickly, a 2v4 for LAG turns into a 2v1 in favor of LAG. And then, of course, Dashy's by himself. 1v1 situation. Great plays from Estro as he's able to find 3 on the round there on the retake. So... didn't seem to matter much for LAG, but I thought it was great plays from Estro, so I wanted to highlight it and show him some
Can
love.
we back up real quick? Because I have a question.
Yeah, what were you talking
for the
about,
squad. So go back to that clip and back up to when like AG dies like a 3v2 and Ant's planting bomb.
Okay.
I wanted to ask the squad in that situation, what do you think is the better play if you are Brandon? Sit in top security and kind of hold you, or try and pinch these guys in you because they got called out?
Say that again? Okay, I just pulled it up. Say that one more time.
Right before this, right when like Ant's trying to plant the bomb, right when they know that both these guys are in you,
Okay.
Brandon kind of takes off to pinch. He goes for a full through full spawn to like pinch them in you. You think that he should have played top security, been there for the trade, so they had the crossfires? Or do you like him like trying to chase the pinch there?
I'm watching it now. I'm watching it back now. I see what you're saying because he kind of runs away and he kind of plays the pinch. I mean, I think this is just also I mean, if anything, if he's going to do that, at least wait till the bomb goes down. But yeah, I think the problem here is Kenny has to...
He's trolling.
He's trolling. While the bomb's going down, Kenny has to look at back alley and you, and that's how Estro was able to find the timing. So theoretically, yeah, Ben, it was a little bit of a misplay from Bruce.
Yeah. That's all I was talking about in the watch party, because if he's top secure there, like I know he can't see the other side of you and he smoked off.
Okay, yeah, I was confused what you were trying to.
That's what I'm saying. Like Estro will be dead.
Yeah, no, I get
if
what you're saying, Ben.
Kenny gets traded, it's a 2v1. Then,
Yeah, nah, Brucey should 100% stayed there.
I mean, the I get why he did it. I don't agree with the play, but I mean, they didn't.
Play was ass.
The play was horrible.
There's
and
no
also
why.
insta dying.
There's
not
no get why, bro.
who
That's
insta dies?
just-
Someone
he's just
insta
fake. He's
dies
just
too.
faked, bro. Trolling.
If Brucey would have clutched his
That was
again,
what
that
the
would have been
second guy
fire.
was.
Yeah, he almost clutched it, but
All right,
he
any
clutched
final? And then we'll go into the final round here, where OpTic was able to close it out. They made it look fairly easy, to be honest with you, here in the last and final round. 4v4 situation, and Fame was actually the one who tries to make a play. LEG goes over towards that B site. He tries to make a play through outside Tiki. Take a look at the spot there from Shotzi. Head glitching the, what was that? The bush, kind of like the stairs there. Really good head glitch. You could barely even see him. Like, I don't even think Fame even saw his head there. And Ant was able to get a nice first blood. And then, of course, you can already see the OpTic players. They're pushing through mid. They're funneling some of these guys in. And LAG, they just kind of get funneled here. They kind of get pummeled here in the last and final round. I mean, gentlemen, any thoughts here in the S&D? It was pretty comfortable from OpTic, to be fair. They went to some of their bread and butter strats. I felt like they weren't really changing anything because it was working. So why change something that's not broken, right? Good plays from OpTic.
It's a fun map. I really am excited to see how 6 S&D plays when we get to the major, because it feels like people are still figuring out the meta on this map. And especially as B retakes and people figure that out, I think it's going to need some people getting in some runs at this event. So I like what I've seen from OpTic so far. We've talked about, map pool again, Toronto FaZe, New York. It's nice to see that OpTic's kind of developing their bread and butter since, Terminal searches out, which was a big part of their map pool last split.
Yeah, and then we go into the control, and this was four defenses in a row. But of course, when we get to that last and final round, the offensive team has to get some sort of superpower here. The double team kill comes in for OpTic Texas, as you saw on your screen there. And that leads to them losing the beat point, and that quickly leads to OpTic losing the round because, as you can see from that life advantage, LAG were doing a good job just stopping that clock and trading kills throughout the round. So LAG, they were actually able to take the control. What do you guys think? A little unfortunate there for OpTic with the team kills?
Yeah,
I don't even know how that happened.
Shucking a Kobe.
Who team killed Tom?
Shotzi Slay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's just something to me, Tom, superstars don't do. But it's unfortunate, like you said. Wouldn't think too much about it.
You don't think so, Pat? You don't think superstars make, embarrassing mistakes, Pat?
No.
Really,
not,
Pat?
not two-piece game losing nades. No.
Would you say Steph Curry's a superstar, Pat?
Absolutely.
Do you remember when he went for a dunk and he slipped on his face, and then he went over for the three, and then he airballed the three?
Do. That wasn't his fault. Court was wet. I mean, that's just
Okay.
The court was wet. The court was wet. Like, you can't control that.
Okay, Slay. No
There's people
problem.
that mop up the sweat and stuff, and they weren't doing it.
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
it is what
Pat.
it is.
No problem, Pat. No, I get that. Yeah. And we hop into the Karachi, and I want to go straight to this P3. We'll go over a couple more clips here, then we'll head into the bracket. But this was a P3
It's
here.
kind of like when the lights were in your eyes. That wasn't your fault, you know?
Right, I'm a
It's just-
superstar. It was just,
Yeah,
shit
wasn't your fault.
happens, and we saw what happened at X3 maps. I mean, that's also what superstars do. They close. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, couldn't do that at Champs, but let's continue. We have Shotzi trolling a little bit here. I think he overchowed here on a P3 rotation. What do you guys think? I think he went a little rogue there. Didn't think he needed to go do all that.
I mean, I think both 2 and 1 are going a little rogue. Ken's middle map while they're on old and Ant sliding in the coop. OpTic, listen, this is why OpTic is bad at Karachi, bro. They cannot break a P2 setup and they cannot hold P3. And you get one or the other, you don't get both.
Yeah.
And they cannot do either.
Nope. And then the LG, they end up breaking it. They end up breaking it back and getting in there. But definitely think right there, they could have had like a really big P3. Yeah, Sin, that's kind of been the problem with them. You've been saying that with OpTic.
Yeah.
With their P2s and P3s.
It's funny, they broke P2 to end this game, actually, which is hilarious. But they, that's why the leads get out of hand a little bit. Because, like, this map is where good side means a lot now. Like, teams have kind of locked down. I think, Ben, you brought it up earlier. Like, teams have locked down P1, P2 on this map. So if you don't bounce back with a good P3 hold, like, you're down 100 in 3 hills, basically.
Generational P4,
So,
P5, which, you know.
With OpTic starting off on P3 side and you're down 70, 50 to 70 points, and then now the onus is on you to bounce back and get that P3 time. If they're getting broken, that's where those massive leads come from on maps like Karachi. So if they can't sharpen up and learn how to break a P2 or hold a P3, that's where like a lot of their struggles come from on that map.
Yeah, agreed. And then we go over to the P5. And it's Shotzi who just makes the play here. Ends up rotating pretty early. Now, I think we all could agree that we thought Fame probably should have cut here when all the kills go down. So I'll just rewind it a little bit more. But a bunch of kills go down here, and Fame kind of takes them all. So you see here, 3 dead, boom, boom, boom. Like right here, I think Fame, he turns and looks right. And he ends up holding this. I would like at like 25 seconds here, like somebody from LAG to start maybe playing towards red. But instead it's Shotzi from OpTic who ends up getting across. He wins a big fight, and he ends up making a play here. He finds 1, finds 2 in that rotation, and while he's doing all of this, his team's winning scrap time as well. And then Shotzi, he ends up playing around the back here, and he ends up finding another one here. But OpTic quickly troll after this. I think we all talked about it, but they all kind of pushed back here, and it kind of fucked them. Because Shotzi, he ends up making the play, but then LAG kind of gets in through the front, and good tack usage there from Fame, but he's able to slow down OpTic by some time for his teammates. I think
it's also just the streak that came in as well.
The streak came in as well. That was a problem for sure. Go ahead, Ben. What were we going to say?
I think Ken also is on a great pinch here and just got bad timing. He kills that guy. I think they're still getting repinched by number 6. So this would have been a little bit tougher, but just
the streak
some
didn't
bad
help.
coincidence. Yeah, the streak didn't help.
Definitely great plays from Shotzi though, and he almost won that fight there too, which would have been insane if he gets through and wins that. That would have been nuts there, but. Great job from LAG to bounce back there with the streak coming in handy for sure. And then we keep it pushing. We go over to the second P3, and this is just a great heads-up play here from Diamond Khan. He ends up getting here super early. He was here 15, 20 seconds. He gets in the back, and I just like how he just plays his life back here. He's got one player to deal with. That's Big Brucey. That's Dashy pushing him, and it's just attack usage from Diamond Khan. Throws out the stun, turns the corner, car blows up. Now he gets those spawns for LAG, buys time for his teammates, and LAG is able to work a clean break onto OpTic Texas. This is where we're like, okay, GG.
And whole P3?
Yeah, we were like, bro, this is all over. Like, LAG just broke a P3. They're about to lock all this time down. And that doesn't last very long here. As you can see, OpTic, they slowly come right back into the play. Kenny makes a play around the back. One goes down from AG, and OpTic was actually able to, to get like the last 20 here, I believe. Yeah, as everybody falls for LAG. Luckily, before Flames goes down, he is able to get that streak in hand. But unfortunately for them, I mean, this old time I feel like is important because when you go back to that P4, you want like top 3 chicken, right? Like you want like bridge, chicken control, like you gotta hit old.
Wait, back up real quick. Like the guy that was P5, was he the last? Like, I want to see how much space there was available to take here. Yeah, no. But back up.
I mean, yeah, they got a lot of kills. Well, it starts with DiamondCon when they get all these kills here, like boom, 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 and then they kill AG, boom, that's 3 dead. Like they could definitely get a little aggressive here if they want to push out Junk, like maybe challenge this guy Junk or something. They could challenge
this guy Junk and get him out, and then they just kind of throw in the middle.
Flying at that guy is the exact opposite of what you want to do in this situation.
You're not flying at that guy. Everyone's gonna assume he's playing like the God head glitch on the car.
If I'm Kenny and they're flying at me, I'm cheesing.
You think they just get unlucky because Fame dies at the same time fucking Estrel dies, and it becomes just a 2v4? Like.
I mean, if I'm Ken, I mean, I don't agree with what you said, but if I'm Ken in this situation and I'm getting flown at Junk while my teammates are coming mid, like that is literally like these guys are trolling.
I was thinking just double challenge, just fucking get them out of there. But
they're just reading the pressure wrong. Number 8's going to help number 7 because they think the players are coming red. Then he turns around and starts looking at like God knows what. They already have a guy top 3. The guy on the hill can shimmy his front. He can even shimmy his bottom like Coop. And then number 7, number 8 could have easily focused this. Instead, Kenny comes in, takes a 1v1, wins it, and then gets through when number 8's sitting in the back picking his nose. Like he's just doing nothing.
Not picking his nose.
Okay, so like he's going to help him and turns around to watch absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nah, true. That also happened. Kenny also just makes a great play. Kenny makes a really good play here. He's staying alive. He's kind of staying down from the guy top 3 as well. And he was able to make a play onto this guy in the back because as soon as that guy goes down, and also Ezreal was going on, or not Ezreal, Fame was going a little rogue over there towards top 3 too. If you're gonna play tight, play tight. Fame kind of gets out of the play a little
bit. Though. I mean, third guy just hopped up P3 and he just didn't read it, but he had gotten 2 kills in that sequence. Now, like I don't know what else.
I'm talking about after the kills go down, like at the end there. Like at that point, it was kind of chalked. Like once he dies, Preg wins the fight top 3, Kenny wins the fight Junk, and then it was just chalked. That's what
he'd gotten 2 kills from P. Like how often do you expect 3 people to climb up P3 in that situation?
Yeah, I mean it's good play from OpTic to get top 3 control because we know how important it is. And then we keep it going, we keep it pushing. After that, we go into the second P5 and. This is kind of where LAG troll. This is another opportunity from them to hold. And look at how OpTic break this. What the fuck was LAG doing on his P5?
Licking walls.
They were licking fucking walls. Mid-cut's wide open. Kenny waltzed right through mid-cut and shot him off the hill.
Two ran through bottom red. I think that's probably a bigger problem.
Yeah.
It just runs through bottom red.
What are they looking at?
Nah, they're just playing so, like... safe, like not safe, but like they're just playing so like ready, like all hiding in different corners, like hoping to catch OpTic people and just shoot them in the back and win the game. And instead, OpTic just runs through like openings. They're just probably mind blown. They don't see anyone and they just get free kills.
They ran through front and mid cut.
Yeah,
like what? They're not even looking at it. How do you? Okay, I can understand maybe a miscomm. They leave 1 lane open and somebody gets through, but 2. The 2 main lanes, nobody's looking at this shit. I thought that was crazy, bro. That was a blackout from LAG, bro.
That was panic streaking.
They gave up, bro.
That was a blackout. They gave up. They up 60. What the fuck? Why they giving up, bro? They could have set this to a last map. I don't know. I thought that was a crazy mistake right there. I thought that was insane. And then obviously OpTic, they end up getting some time there, and then the third P2. That's pretty much what Sam was talking about. This is where OpTic were able to get a really good break here onto the Los Angeles Guerrillas. We could take a look at it real quick and see what happened. I mean, it starts. They just come through red. You can already see how it kind of builds up. Estro, he had just got a kill, so he's trying to stay alive. But OpTic do a good job chasing that kill down. And then all the OpTic players end up just pushing right through red, right through front. The tags come in. Shotzzy slides in. Here come the kills from OpTic, Texas. Boom, boom, boom. Anything there from LAG, that was just too easy again for OpTic as well. It just looked way too easy, in my opinion.
Like wussies, like we've seen in stage 1 and most of stage 2, like just they had a position to close and they just... And it really just clammed up, and you can't against a team like OpTic give them space like that to come back, because then the train goes, and you're the one in the train tracks, and not the one in the train.
Just help.
That's
what I was gonna say. Hey, bro, SU's getting kills, and they're just sitting there like. Bro,
I just don't get why people are so terrified to try to like challenge through P2. Like they think that they get to P2, and it's just their job is complete. Like just fucking run forward, bro.
They're not reading where the timings are. Like they're not reading where teams are coming from and like the space that they can be taking, and that's how teams are just able to just waltz into hills and break so easily. It's because you're not taking that space on the map. You can see how it kind of unfolds, and I think LAG they end up getting in here again towards the end and making something happen. But I mean, LAG could have closed it out twice now. This is 2 hills now where LAG could have closed this out and made this a game, but they end up losing both those rotations. Then we go to the end. The P3 got mixy as well. As we get here, it was actually OpTic who get here initially. Then LAG break it, and then OpTic break it right back. So a very sloppy hard point here, gentlemen, to end it. Very sloppy. Dashi puts the kill, and boom. He gets, the break comes in from LAG here. They kind of just flood through junk and just use their numbers there. That was also a big kill from Flames, and you can see it right away how LAG was able to break in there. And then it's what happens after here, too. I mean, LAG has them funneled chicken coop. Flames comes around the corner, just fucking no gun up, no nothing. They're all coming from chicken coop. I don't know if he was throwing a tag or something, but then OpTic just waltz through and break and win real quick. I mean, this was just
bully ball at the end.
Yeah, bully ball for sure. But you can see AG too. He was leaning back and shit. He's like, Jesus fucking mod on. This fucking series was nuts. Long series. Any final thoughts, guys, on the OpTic LAG series? Any final thoughts?
OpTic got to clean it up a little bit. They're looking kind of sloppy going into the major. If they want to win or make the final, I think that they definitely need to play a little bit more cleaner COD for sure, especially with FaZe's form right now, which is what we expect.
Yep.
I think just one last thing. I mean, LAG's still in the chance to kind of get a winner's bracket. They have one more match against Miami, and it's pretty much a win-and-end situation because they'd be on 3 wins. So we'll see next week if they can get it done.
Yeah, tomorrow we have Miami Heretics, Seattle Surge going up against each other. We also have Toronto Ultra versus Minnesota Rocker, and then of course we got the Boston Breach going up against the Los Angeles Thieves. I am going to go Seattle Surge, Toronto Ultra, Los Angeles Thieves. Ben, who do you got?
I think again Real Madrid's not playing this day, so I'm not picking Miami. I got Seattle.
Okay, Sam.
Seattle, Toronto Thieves.
Chris.
Seattle, Toronto Thieves.
Seattle, Toronto Thieves.
I think we're all squatting up on this shit.
All righty, let's head over to the bracket, ladies and gentlemen. This is everybody's been waiting for. Okay, it doesn't even. I don't think this bracket's gonna. It might take us. I don't know how long it's gonna take us, but we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully the seating is correct. Hopefully Chandler actually does this one on point.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But we have Black Ops 4 OpTic Texas or Black Ops 3 Rise Nation. Look at you, Sam.
Look at me go, man.
Look at you, bro. Look.
How many event wins did y'all have, Sam? If you don't count UMG South Carolina?
0. We won Totino's, but I'm
Wait, this is tough already off the rip.
Yeah, we won Totino's, South Carolina, the first 2 opener events, and then we came second at S1 playoffs, and then third at champs.
I mean, did you qualify for champs?
All year.
We did qualify for champs.
Jeez.
We got third.
I think you would then.
That's 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I think you would then.
Wait,
be a little better.
OpTic BO4 didn't qualify for champs?
We beat them in losers finals, so they definitely qualified for champs.
Yeah, I was about to say what? Chris, why?
Oh wait,
did you say that?
Wait, never mind. I was looking at. Never mind. I was blacking out.
Okay, well, I'll start it off. I think OpTic.
I thought it was World War II. My bad.
I think OpTic is the better team here, in my opinion. But
I think they were more consistent the whole year. We had a pretty big dip the second half of the season.
Yeah, all right, now we got Ghost OpTic with Clay Proof, Scump and Nade Shot. It was the Call of Duty Ghost X Games. And then, of course, we have... Wait, that was
Surge Vanguard.
Yep, and that is Seattle Surge.
I was like, I can only pick out Lamar, so I think that's Surge.
No,
Vanguard.
They have the logos, guys, down here. See, Vanguard logo and Ghost logo.
Yeah, I got the Vanguard one.
I got OpTic Ghost.
Yeah, I was gonna say OpTic Ghost here as well.
That Seattle team was such a roller coaster. They were either the best team or the worst team.
Okay, we got IW Splice, those snaking fucks.
Those fucks.
And Black Ops 2 OpTic.
OpTic.
Black Ops 2 OpTic.
These are my old heads. I'm a default, yo.
Oh, fuck.
mean,
I just skipped over one.
Oh,
fuck.
Oh, Tom
good.
is
You know what we can do?
tweaking.
You know what we could do? We're good. We're good. You know what we can do? I could
Wait, who
reset
was it though?
I don't know who it was,
You
actually.
can scroll to the bottom and reset it unless I'm tweaking. I think we did that before.
Yeah, I don't know who the
Is there
fuck
a reset
it
button
was.
at the bottom? There might
Is
be.
there? Let me see. Reset. There we go. We're good. We'll reset it real quick. We went OpTic, Black Ops 2.
BO2 OpTic or IW
All right, this is the one it
No,
was.
don't-
I think
Or not
IW
IW
Splice is
Why'd you
auto.
click
Wait,
it again, bro?
What are you talking
You
about?
clicked it again.
Yeah.
You clicked it again.
No, I didn't click it
No, wait,
again.
yes, you
No.
did. Yes,
What do
you
you mean
did.
you
did,
didn't
bro.
click it again? You're controlling.
Log in, bro.
For real?
Wait, am I
Yes,
faded?
brother.
He didn't double vote.
I
He
didn't.
just picked BO2
I just picked
OpTic.
Black Ops 2 OpTic,
Why'd
bro.
you pick BO2 OpTic?
We didn't
IW
vote on that
outta
one
here.
yet.
Because
I'm-
IW Splice is auto
IW
disqualified for
Splice is-
snaking.
What?
I'm down to auto disqualify him. I'm
Auto
down.
disqualified.
They
I'm down.
snaked.
For no bias whatsoever, I'm down
I
to
thought
auto
we've already.
disqualify him.
No, I thought we already picked Black Ops 2. We already picked Black Ops 2
we didn't
OpTic.
really have the fucking conversation.
I'm down
though.
to disqualify him. No bias, of
I'm
course.
getting gaslit.
I mean, IW Splice was really good though.
What?
No, they
Snaking?
sucked.
They won one event from snaking.
That's one of the fucking
Correct. And
trolls,
they got
dude.
second when they weren't snaking. To me, slammed.
All right,
That's
Black
a good
Ops
one.
2. What are we doing? Black Ops 2 OpTic?
Did Black Ops 2 OpTic win an event?
No.
Frat Cup?
But
They won
technically,
Frat
they
Cup
won
or something?
UMG Chicago. Yeah, but I won the map count in the
Technically.
finals, and they
That was the
somehow won
first.
the
That
event.
was the
Splice.
first event with the auto foul, bro. It was the
Yeah,
fucking-
gotta
we were
win that
playing
shit,
no
though.
patch. We were playing PDW.
Splice actually was a good team, though.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Splice
And we were
was
playing.
good.
No, we were playing hijacked hardpoint.
All right, so we're
Hijack.
talking
Oh,
that
but
fake
what-
IW
what
Splice.
about-
It was.
IW
Middle
Splice,
Hill,
though.
what the fucking
IW Splice?
hell,
We're
bro?
going IW
IW
Splice?
Splice is my
We're going
vote.
IW Splice, bro.
All right. Vanguard OpTic or what the fuck is that?
World War II LG.
Okay.
We were a good team.
Oh, look what the
I
hell
don't
is
remember
that?
anything
this
about
is
World War II
wait.
LG.
I'm not gonna lie. This is LG.
Hell nah.
You're tweaking.
Actually, it might be. Actually, it
Yeah,
might
you
be.
are
probably would go
tweaking.
LG.
I think,
Yeah, no,
I
it
think
might
this
be
kind of
LG.
is.
We
LG,
were
LG
bro.
was
purple
good.
winners final. You are tweaking.
No, I'm not. I was tweaking there, Sam. I'm sorry.
I think it's LG, bro.
100%.
Yeah, I was just kind of spewing there. I'm down to go LG World War II. You
It's
guys
LG
down for that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CW Anaheim champs, Luminosity,
God, it's me
IW, or AW. What is that? What is it called? Trigger.
TR.
TR.
Champs runners up, dude.
Yeah, I forgot.
Did they win
What
an
does
event?
TR stand for again?
No, they didn't. Team
For
Revenge.
Team Revenge.
Oh, revenge. I
They
said
didn't win an
trigger.
event. We won
Going to
Anaheim.
LG.
All right. LG. Yeah.
Who's TR's placings?
Yo,
They got
Sam.
a lot of second, third.
They got a
Sam,
lot of
You know,
seconds,
every
right?
time I think
Oh,
about
damn,
that
all right,
LG
shit.
roster with you and Nato, I think about Nato walking out on stage, bro. We were
By
talking about this the
himself.
other
Oh,
day.
yeah, shit, bro.
He
By
walked out on
himself
stage
in a
by
grand
himself,
final.
bro. That's
Anaheim,
hilarious.
best shit.
But is that Cold War Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Cold War
Versus-
Empire versus the
Us.
Champs winners?
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's us.
That is yeah.
That is LAT. Get
LA
slammed.
Thieves.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's an easy one.
My God, my teams are godlike, dude.
Sam's
This is
having a little
Black
more
Ops
success
3
than the
OpTic.
Yeah, the individual one was dog shit.
Holy shit, this off.
Black Ops 3 OpTic versus Black Ops 4 OpTic.
BO3 OpTic.
I think.
BO3
Wait, how did
OpTic for
BO4
sure.
OpTic get in here twice?
I don't know.
Wait, they are in here twice. That's for guys. They're out anyway. It doesn't matter.
They're out.
Hey, Chandler, hello?
They're out anyway.
Ultra,
Black Ops
Cold
4
War.
Ultra,
Yeah, Black Ops 4
Or
Ultra.
us and Vanguard.
You
Vanguard,
guys
yeah.
in Vanguard.
Vanguard.
LA Thieves
Slammed.
Vanguard. For sure.
Slammed.
X Games, Ghost, OpTic.
Wait,
Gold
how
medalist.
how are they in here again?
What the hell is
Yeah, that's
going
what I'm
on?
worried about, bro. What are we-
Chandler's home.
No,
This is what I was
didn't some of
worried
these
about.
teams get like a bye or something?
Yeah, they might, I don't know. But we'll just keep going and
But
just
we
see
picked
what
them to
happens.
lose.
It doesn't
I
matter.
mean, it's MW Empire, no? Or is that Empire or is that FaZe?
No,
That's
MW
FaZe.
Oh, it's FaZe
Yeah,
anyway.
that's
It doesn't
Atlanta
matter. It's FaZe
FaZe.
anyway. Yeah,
That's
it's FaZe
MW
anyway.
Atlanta FaZe.
That's FaZe anyway.
Chandler said, "Are we dumb?"
That's
What,
fine.
Are we dumb? Oh, but what are we? Are we dumb? We're going to Atlanta FaZe on this one, right, gentlemen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's FaZe.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay, IW Splice or IW OpTic? IW OpTic.
It's gonna be probably pretty deep here.
Black Ops 4 United, it looks like. And
I fear I've fallen.
LG World War
Yeah.
I
II.
fear I've fallen.
Yeah,
ZO4
unfortunately.
United.
Unfortunately,
I
you
think
have
I've
fallen,
fallen,
Sam.
boys.
Unfortunately, you
That's
have
a tough one.
fallen. AW
Ooh.
FaZe or Black Ops 4
Ooh,
100
this is a good
Thieves.
one.
This is a good
Oh,
one.
this is a
This
good
is a good
one.
one.
This
I
is a
think you
good
guys
one.
probably win it though, but this is a good one.
The tricky part about this is that
think you
AW
guys won
FaZe, like if you're looking at the latter half of AW, well, I think both sides of FaZe had good runs. Like, because AW FaZe is also us, and then it's your team. Like, it's
yeah, it's just Tommy's team.
Are you looking at the whole year, or are you just
no? It's just that
no,
team.
this team.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably go like no bias. I'd probably go to FaZe team.
The only reason
I think it's probably the FaZe team.
The only reason I'd say the BO4 is because like you guys did well at champs too, and like this team wasn't even a champs team. Like this was post champs.
You guys won like 3 out of 5 straight events, right, Tom?
Yeah,
I think it's FaZe.
Okay, we'll go FaZe. I'm just waiting champs performances heavily, and there's no champs for that team.
I wish there was champs for that team. It just happened to. It was the 1 year. It happened to be in the middle of the fucking season, bro. Like
this is MW Empire.
Yeah, they changed it. Coincidence.
Empire.
Yeah, this is our insider.
I'm going IW.
Empire.
Let Pat cook. Let Pat cook.
That's fine. You'll get your
Let Pat cook.
It's all good.
Online teams not weighted high for me.
They won the last LAN before COVID. They won the last LAN before COVID.
They won an 8-team event, not a LAN. Let's be specific.
That team was going to be godlike on LAN, bro. Like,
bro, I was at Minnesota. We 10-0'd these scrubs in the warm up. My LAG squad. This team was garbage, but
that was Empire won champs.
Illy was walking over like, "Yo, Lace, what sensitivity are you on?"
Again, Sam.
We got what is that? Black Ops 2 complexity. There you are, Slay.
Or MW2
we got
LAT.
MW2.
That's a complexity angle.
Wait.
I'm falling to dynasties, dude.
That's insane.
That pick is from a Ghost event, though. That was our only event with Clay and Ghost.
Oh, really?
I'm falling to dynasties, dude.
All right, there we have Vanguard, LA Thieves, and we have Black Ops 3 OpTic.
Get fucked.
Vanguard Thieves, probably. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, chat disagrees though.
No.
Chat's faded.
I mean, IW OpTic is your guys' angle, chat. So.
Which is right here. IW OpTic or MW19 Atlanta FaZe.
IW OpTic.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like we're kind of breezing through these way too quickly.
Why
but
is
sure.
everyone saying BO3
It's
OpTic?
pretty clear. It's pretty clean cut here.
Me at Salt, Lace, and Ricky smoked those guys out of champs. Like, come on now. Let's not hype that up.
Yeah, I feel like IW OpTic is pretty strong. No, they were really
that was
good.
BO3 one.
That was
BO3 one that they were saying.
People were saying BO3 over my LAT champs too.
No, I put
They
out
were
like these
faded.
champs for that. No.
But their chat says they wanted the BO3 OpTic.
Me personally, bro, you guys won the last 2 events and champs, especially with just the teams that you guys were playing up against as well. I don't know. I just felt like that team was insane. But do we all agree on that? Like Chris, Ben?
I mean, I'm biased as fuck.
It was just chat.
But they won champs, bro. Champs winners, like they just get buys, bro. It's chalk.
Okay, Blackout. We're doing United here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have MW Dallas Empire going up against Black Ops 2 Complexity.
It's Cole. It's Cole.
Agreed. I agree. IW OpTic going up against LA Thieves Vanguard.
IW OpTic.
IW OpTic, probably. Yep. MW OpTic. Formal was different in that game. Then we got E United Black Ops 4 going up against Black Ops 2 Complexity.
Cole. It's Cole.
Yeah.
Cole.
People are saying United. A lot of people are saying United.
With the teams that
People
we've seen
didn't
so
watch,
far,
Tom.
it's Cole versus fucking IW OpTic in finals.
Ben, what are you
Keep in
smiling
mind, a lot of
about?
people
Ben?
didn't
I think listen. I love the United love in Black Ops 4, but it's cool.
I think it's
People
cool
just didn't.
too.
They just didn't see it. They didn't watch the game with their own eyes. They have no idea.
IW OpTic
never mind.
or Black Ops 2 Cole Complexity.
Oh man, this is real.
This is tough.
This is where it gets rough.
This isn't tough to me.
Obviously, gonna vote for yourself, brother. Like,
No, I'm voting for statistics.
How many events did IW OpTic win?
I'll tell you in a second. I'm gonna go check right now.
Can we compare here? Can we
No,
compare?
I'm gonna go to OpTic Gaming.
Pat
tournament
didn't win
results,
champs in BO2 though.
offline.
Damn.
So
We weren't a team. It's the team that you're looking
in
at.
IW they won Paris Open, Dallas Open,
S2
Stage 2
and
playoffs
champs.
and champs. So they won 4.
They won
events.
4
It's gotta
events
be
and champs.
IW.
Slay,
Yeah.
you were chalk.
Yeah.
Slay, you're
Wait,
chalk.
we won 8, and we didn't ever not make the grand final. We only lost 1 event,
Yeah, it's
and
Cole.
we got second. What?
It's Cole.
But they won
Our
champs.
map
does-
win percentage was like 90%.
I mean,
Are
their
we
team,
faded?
Their team wasn't a team until
That
after
is true,
champs.
Pat.
If you're going,
Pat, you had a 90% win rate.
Bro, we literally didn't lose.
Damn, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here,
it's-
guys.
It's Cole, because if you're looking at, because again, if we're doing the same thing with the FaZe,
Let's get a poll in the chat too.
No, bro, we're not doing an OpTic poll.
No, that's not how it works in here. But they don't do that. They actually don't do that.
Okay.
I've seen OpTic. No, I've seen OpTic lose polls in here.
Clay, Crim,
it's Cole.
Just give your honest opinions in a poll. Give your honest opinions.
My
See what they say.
honest opinion is this is a really tough draw. It's probably because the way this thing works, you do one side of the bracket and the other side of the bracket. I think it's probably COL just on pure dominance. I think IW had a pretty good year, but I mean, I'm looking at it now, like they did have that one Anaheim event. They got upset. Got second in Atlanta. I think to Pat's point, if champs had been at the end of the year, you guys are winning that shit.
If OpTic would have,
for sure, there was no doubt.
If OpTic Advanced Warfare would have won champs, like then their run in AW would have been better than their IW run.
So Pat, you guys were in the grand final every event.
Except, every grand final, every event. The only time we only lost one event, and it was to Chris for using riot shields, and we got second.
What? Duarte.
What? It wasn't me. It was Ricky.
Riot shields.
Listen, I slammed him in a hard point using an SMC. I was an AR player, by the way.
Okay, listen. I would after hearing that. I mean, I was thinking, bro. 4 events. We either go to the team with 4 events with a ring or fucking
90% win ratio.
The 90% win ratio is insane.
90% win ratio.
Yeah, it's probably complexity. It's probably complexity now.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean Cole here.
It's probably Cole here, but. I mean, it depends. Like, some people just keep spamming ring. Like, it's just all about the ring.
Yeah, but like they didn't even have the chance to play at champs.
Team. Yeah.
It's the same
if champs was at the end of the year, they were winning that shit with ease. Bro, just like they won it in Ghost.
It's the same argument that we could have done for your FaZe team, Tom. You didn't get to play champs.
I guess it could be the same argument for OpTic AW, right? Yeah. Like, if they won champs, they would be way more dominant.
Yeah.
But smoked them. Sorry about that.
United IW or Ghost, what is that? Strictly Business.
United IW.
United IW. I mean, SB had like those two events, right? They had like the champs qualifier. Right?
They were good. Yeah. They were.
So
didn't
they win one event that wasn't even an event?
They won the qualifier.
They won the LCQ or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's United just because everyone thought they were online dog shit, and then they showed up and were like a powerhouse team.
How consistent was that United team in IW though? Like
they were pretty good until I tried to break their team up.
Damn.
Sorry. I mean, I wanted Pierce.
I think it's closer, but yeah, I guess you would go.
Yeah, I'll tell you their IW run was first in Atlanta. They got top 16 in Paris, but I think they had to play through open bracket because of the qualifying bullshit, that event. Second at Dallas, 6th at Stage 1 playoffs, and then 12th at Anaheim. But at that point, Pierce had gotten benched and shock after that. So
United?
I think it's a United.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm going to United here. Ooh, look at this. We got MW, Florida Mutineers, or the Minnesota Rocker.
The one event reverse sweep winners.
I'm going to go Mutineers here.
Yeah.
I'm going Mutineers here as well. But if the Rockets, but they were online. It was online though.
Are we online? What are our thoughts on the a lot of rumors around this team in the pro community that they were start glitching during a good portion of that? Are we taking points off?
Were they start glitching before other teams knew about it? Is that what they were doing?
Apparently.
That's what everyone.
Shout out F3, man.
That was what's going on.
But also,
that's insane.
I don't know if that's true because I pretty much teamed with Pharaoh up until he got picked up into the pro league, and I didn't even know start glitching was a thing. So,
I don't think it was him. I think it was his teammates.
Yeah,
his teamates were the ones that figured that shit out.
I think it's still probably Florida, but I mean that
Rocker team. Did they do anything outside of that insane reverse sweep, which is insane?
They were
not good, right?
They were awful. Remember the whole
I know they got
situation?
what?
Somebody's got to find that clip of me stair glitching.
They got like 5th at champs.
Or start glitching. Sorry.
No, I think they got 3rd at champs. They got 3rd or 4th at champs, right?
They did decent.
Yeah, but bro, they were so bad at the beginning of the year. They couldn't win fucking hardpoint. They picked up Sandy. They got decent.
But how much do we care about that versus online dominance?
This is their standy roster. We're not looking at their old roster.
No,
I'd probably say Mutineers because they just did more.
I think it's Florida.
I think Florida too.
They just did more. Even if they were start glitching, they did more.
Yeah.
AW Denial or Black Ops 3 Elevate?
Ooh.
Denial.
AW Denial.
Yeah, Denial.
What? Denial didn't win anything before that, right? They got 3rd and 3rd and 2nd. Yeah.
A bunch of seconds.
Yep.
Is that? Oh, okay. Last year FaZe.
Yep. MW2 Atlanta FaZe.
I thought that was Boston.
I saw Boston Breach in Austin. I was like, wait a second.
We're Huntsman, MW.
FaZe.
Yeah, I think FaZe. Yep.
FaZe.
Did Huntsman win anything that year?
They won one.
They won a home series. Yeah.
Oh,
They won one. I thought they won more than one.
They won their own
We
might have won two.
beat them in our home series in the finals.
They won
got
two
top
home
two.
series.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about 2K.
They won that London event. The London event was so. That London event had way too many delays.
Was it Ghost Envy and Gen G BO4?
Ghost Envy.
Ghost. We got a tip. Gen G Black Ops 4 was a very good team.
Gen G BO4 is a
They
good
were
team.
good.
No, they
but
were a good team.
Ghost
They never
Envy was
won,
insane.
It is
bro.
Envy,
Yeah,
but
they were
Gen G was
Ghost
good.
Envy was
second,
actually
third.
crazy.
Unite? What the hell?
Nah, Unite's
Yeah,
crazy.
Unite Black Ops 2 is
Unite's
insane.
crazy. Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah, let's pat and them.
Let's go, Pat.
Move on.
Let's go, Pat.
How are we on this?
Cold War, letter
Pat.
FaZe, or
It was tough
IW
to
United.
pick from
Cold
you.
War,
Yeah,
letter
bro.
FaZe,
All right,
right?
next one, Tom.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be Cold
War
Face.
FaZe.
Okay, we got Black
Chris,
Ops
it's
2
because the
Farico
BO2 teams,
or
there wasn't
Black Ops
enough.
3 Envy. Black Ops 2 Farico.
Champs versus champs.
Yeah, Black Ops 2
Good
Farico.
matchup.
We did get a 4-peat. Did
This is a
how many
good
events did they
matchup.
win?
A 4-peat
How many
is
events did Envy
insane.
win? How many
2.
events did Envy win?
They won the last 2.
They won
win.
2, but they were a top team the whole time. Your guys kind of just imploded.
We imploded. It's not like we weren't a top team.
How long?
We all
Y'all's run
imploded.
wasn't even that long though, right? It was like 3
No, it
months.
wasn't.
Damn, bro.
I think it's Envy.
It was
Nah.
until we
I think
made.
it's Envy.
You know what it was? They dominated until we got rid of Too Quick.
Dude, I
No,
think it's
that
Envy.
wasn't it. That wasn't it. Fucking, we just imploded because we all just stopped liking each other and like got egos. So it was bad. It had nothing to do with your roster. We just like
I don't know.
How long?
we all
when did
we
you,
all had a
when did
falling
you
out,
get
bro.
dropped from Envy? Like, how long was this team like a thing?
I got dropped from Envy in April, so they were only a team.
Was it that
from
late?
May to September.
We all had a falling
Was it really
off
that late? I
because
thought it was before
Damon
that.
Yeah.
Damon hated playing with us, bro. Damon literally was just like, yeah, he would go rogue.
I still
That's
think it's
why
Envy.
Damon left our team.
That's actually wild that the timelines are similar. I never thought about
We
that.
got a 4P, bro. I don't care how long it was. We won 4 events.
I'd
in a row.
probably
Yeah,
say
I'm trying to go
Farico.
BO2.
I'd probably say
We were the
I'd
first
probably say
team-
Black Ops 2 Farico. That's my
I
We were
vote.
think
the
it's
first team to
close,
win like
though.
that.
My vote's Envy.
How many seconds did that Envy team get? Because they got second in the stages, right?
I can check right now.
Because they lost the. Didn't they lose the?
No,
OpTic
they
in
got
one
like a
of them? Am I
no,
co-
no, because the stage 1 finals was like DT, or stage 2 finals was like DT and fucking
also-
some.
also- if you
that
wanted-
was insane.
Yeah,
Also, if
and
you
they
guys
might
wanted
have
to
they might have
go
won like an
even,
MLG or
If you guys want to go
place
even
well.
further with it, if you're just talking about us 4 as a roster before we broke up and split and whatever the fuck happened to all of us after, like our roster just clears.
So
Let's just put in
Black
votes.
Ops-
I got Farico. Sam, you got Envy.
I'm voting Envy.
I got
Ben.
myself.
I'm probably gonna go Envy. This is so fucking tight.
Okay,
I got
Pat,
it.
you're the
It goes-
tiebreaker.
I'm going
Pat,
BO2.
you're the tiebreaker.
I played against both. I'm going BO2.
BO2 Farico.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's keep it pushing. We have the New York Subliners, MW2 with Paco and them, or the Mutineers,
MW2
MW2
Subliners.
Subliners. Yep.
Paco.
We got AW Denial, World War II TK, AW Denial,
Denial.
maybe. Yep, maybe. Wait, how many events did TK win?
I don't know, dude. That
They got a
PK team was pretty good.
They were
Wait,
good.
hold on. Time out. Which? Whoa,
They were
whoa, 'cause this is one
3
thing.
events, got
So,
second in champs.
which TK team are we talking about here? Is this
This team, Ian,
With
Kenny,
Ian and
Lamar,
them?
and Farrell, they were
So it's the end
good.
of the season.
But this
Only
is not. This
team
is
ended
not
it.
the three-peat World War II roster.
Yeah, this is not the
No,
team
it's
that
not. It's the
you
end of the
can't
season
count their
TK
old-
team.
You can't
I would-
count their old
I
wins.
would, I
with-
would argue this roster was better than their original, though.
I think if they
Yeah,
had
because
fair,
McGee was
I
a
think if they had,
0.7.
I think if they had this roster at those first events, they probably still win those events.
It's only this team. It has to be Denial.
Is
What,
Chandler
what
here?
are we
like,
going off? Like success or peak? Because if we're going off peak, I would say the team on the right.
We can't change the metric now. We fucking 3/4 of the way through the bracket.
Because
Yeah.
bro, Denial was blowing up stuns mid-air, bro. Cheesy ass gameplay. Cheesy.
Tap's a
No
tactician. man.
skill, bro.
Tap's a tactician, bro.
Guys were detonating stuns. Like,
I'm just trying to
Can't
check
believe
the
that
one
was
to
a
pick.
mechanic.
It has to be AW, just because if we're looking at the teams.
Bro,
in
we
the
can't
picture.
say it's TK when they won one event and got second at champs, and Denial literally fucking won champs.
Yeah.
It's
Like, how are we
AW.
gonna say one stage win is more important than winning the biggest tournament of the year? Are we fucking smoking crack?
Yeah, we're gonna put Denial through for sure. We have Complexity
Cole.
Ghost,
Cole.
or yep, I was gonna say actually, what is this? This is Cole.
This is last year
That's
FaZe,
last year.
Dude,
FaZe.
are we gonna have a Cole versus Cole final? Actually, no.
Who else is on this side? There's a lot of good teams on this
Cold
side.
War
Cold War
phase.
phase.
NW2 Ultra or World War II Rise?
World War II Rise, I think.
Wait, what year was this? Oh, this was last year? Yeah, Rise.
Yeah, Rise.
Rise.
I agree.
That's not the Zinni one, is it? That's the non-Zinni one.
Ghost Envy or Vanguard Atlanta FaZe?
Atlanta FaZe.
Vanguard Atlanta FaZe.
Silver Surfers, bro. They got second every tournament.
Bro, they had like 100 seconds. Like, it doesn't even matter, bro. Those seconds add up. Those
EG
seconds
or AW
They had $1
OpTic?
million in earnings.
Oh shit.
EG, AW OpTic.
I mean,
AW,
y'all know my vote. I was
OpTic
smoking
dominated the whole
AW.
year,
AW
bro.
Optic.
That's
AW
very-
Optic, bro.
It's OpTic, bro.
There's a
AW
point,
Optic.
Pat, where like the sheer
Come on.
amount of championships won dwarf like a singular champs win.
It's all good. I mean, this is the thing about me viewing this AW Optic versus you guys is like I couldn't lose to those guys. You know, they were beating y'all, but they couldn't beat me.
AW, not me, Slay. AW Optic, not me, Slay.
Not you, Tom.
I was getting farmed for sure. I was losing to these guys in winners, and then Tom would beat me in losers.
Wait,
That's where
what?
those 18 came from,
I
Tom. Was
fear-
you
I
farming
fear
me out
I
of tournaments in
No
AW?
way, bro.
That's where it came from.
Probably
I
is
fear it
okay.
is over for me. Cold
Later,
War
Chris.
phase.
Cold War
Bye-bye.
phase.
Man,
Cold War phase.
it's a sad day for Duarte. I clicked it and go. I want to make. I don't want to double. I did that once. They skipped through it. MW2 New York subliners or AW Denial New York subliners.
New York.
Subliners.
Yeah.
New York, yeah.
Yep. Bro, that team was actually impressive because that game was shit and they were consistently playing good on shit.
That team was
Other
good.
than,
Yeah.
other than whatever happened in Major 2. But,
Complexity Ghost or World War II Rise. I'm thinking Complexity Ghost.
yeah,
Oh.
Cyril goes.
Okay. We have AW Optic or Vanguard FaZe. I'm thinking AW Optic here.
AW Optic for
AW
show.
Optic, yeah.
We have Cold War FaZe or MW2 New York. Ooh.
Cold War phase.
Cold War
Cold War
phase.
Cold War phase.
Cold War
FaZe,
FaZe. Complexity Ghost or AW Optic.
Ghost.
Complexity Ghost. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Anyone that types OpTic is a fan, period.
Cold War FaZe or Complexity Ghost. I'm thinking Cold War FaZe.
This is the only chance
This
that
is
Pat
a-
has to beat
good
them here,
matchup.
and unfortunately, by a small margin, it's
It's Cold
FaZe.
Cold War FaZe, bro.
I,
But
I,
I
I,
will
don't,
say-
to respond.
I
Pat.
will say it's by a small margin. Pat.
I don't even hate that because our team imploded like in August or whenever it was. So I mean, if we stuck together and were a team the whole time, we probably would have ran the whole year. But because we imploded, it is what it is.
What about this? Black Ops 2 Complexity or Cold War FaZe?
Their Ghost run was better than their BO2 run, and they
Agreed.
didn't win there. So like it's a no.
Wait, what? You think our Ghost run was better than our
Bro,
BO2 run? Are you cooked?
when you guys were good with Karma and stuff like that, all the way up until champs, yeah, you guys were
Bro.
godlike.
Is
What
it
the fuck just
done?
happened?
Are you cooked? We went 8 out of 8 finals
well.
and won 7
I
of
think
them.
Cold War
The-
FaZe won.
The Ghost team didn't do that.
Really? I mean, maybe just playing against you guys and knowing your team, I felt like your Ghost.
I
run
mean, we
was
were
more
good
impressive.
at both,
Damn, that
but
shit just disappeared.
dominance-wise, we were better. at
That
shit
BO2.
just
Go
disappeared.
Yeah,
every
that shit
bracket.
actually just. I think Cold War FaZe. Yeah, here it is. Here's
the
our,
only reason.
here's
the
our
only
bracket,
reason I would-
guys. Look.
The
Bro,
only reason
guy
I
in
would
chat
argue
just
that,
said
Pat,
IW OpTic is the best team of all time. I can't stand
is
motherfuckers.
Post champs, Pat. Whenever
This
you
is the
guys
top
had
3,
your,
guys, right here.
Whenever you guys had your run after champs with Clay on the roster, I feel like your only competition was like teams formed of like the Farico players. Like OpTic was kind of still ass, and we like never could form like a good team. Like we were shuffling, but on Ghost you had way more competition like consistently throughout the year.
Oh.
That's why I said.
I
your
mean, we
Ghost run's
ran
more
both
important.
years, to be fair.
Yeah, I know, but like in Ghost you had more comp, like more put together teams most of the time.
I wonder
would-
what people
would say
think.
maybe, but the game was harder in BO2.
Yeah,
Did-
of
did-
course.
I wonder if what do you guys think about our bracket
It
in
was
the
harder to
chat?
master.
Wait,
Shout out to
BO2.
Porter. He's in 3 of the top 4 fucking teams. I gotta respect that.
Wait,
Yeah.
nah, because chat is flaming FaZe being the best team. Chat, who is the best team ever then? Put it in chat. Who is the best Call of Duty team ever?
Cold
'Cause now
War
I'm curious.
FaZe
If
was
they're gonna flame, if they're
crazy.
gonna flame the pick, I need to see what they think.
Cold War FaZe was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Cold War FaZe was crazy.
Okay, a lot of people are saying Cole. I like that.
Um,
Which one though?
they're kind of
I mean,
all over the place, to be
I would-
honest.
I
Some
would-
people are saying Black Ops. Somebody said Black Ops 3 OpTic,
Where's some-
IW OpTic, Cole, Black Ops 2 Cole, MW3
I think
OpTic.
the problem is this is like segregated by game. If it wasn't game and it was just like Cold Dynasty, OpTic Dynasty, FaZe Dynasty.
Right, it's different.
I think it'd be easier to rank.
One will do. Going through the matchups we just went through, I think our bracket's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I think it's fine.
You know,
There's definitely some arguments in there for sure.
Oh,
There's only
yeah.
like 4
But there's always arguments.
The top
Yeah.
4 teams here are like a pretty good selection of the top 4 teams. But I agree with Pat. At some point, we should do like dynasty thing. I think that might actually have a little bit of debate. To be honest,
There's 3 dynasties, bro, and you can literally easily rank them now. Like it's literally Cold number 1, and then fucking the other 2 are up for an argument.
I would say OpTic too, because FaZe has just been too inconsistent at winning.
Yeah, but granted, I feel like it's just so much harder now.
we're
I
on
don't-
year
I
5
don't-
of this
I
shit.
don't
Dude,
really
that era,
believe
I hate
that,
that.
though.
I hate that. I hate
I don't
that so
believe that
much.
at all.
It's
Like,
the same difficulty in every era.
bro.
It's the
FaZe-
same difficulty
know
in
about that.
every fucking era, bro.
And-
Winning in the
and
time
bro,
of winning is hard as shit.
Not to mention, bro, they don't have to change the game. Like
Yeah, I mean that you can always make that
they're
argument
literally
too.
playing the same game every year, just reskinned. Like it's easier to stay on top. It was harder to fucking stay on top before.
Bro, like
I
I'm
want to argue with
That's
this.
actually moronic tonight.
Bro,
That's
I
crazy.
want to argue with this, Sam. How about you said it's like the same difficulty
I
every
think it's the
year?
same difficulty in every era.
But I'm gonna be honest, bro, and Pat, I no doubt you feel the same. When it came to like BO2, when we were good, like bro, it was like every team was just so far behind. It wasn't even close that like we knew we were going to win these events. I'm sure FaZe feels like that.
Bro, look,
to a
yeah,
degree.
right
Bro, what do
now.
you think
To a
these
degree.
top 4 teams
Bro,
are thinking?
we're skipping
it's
8
not-
teams
bro, it's not
games.
often-
Bro,
No,
I'm
it doesn't-
sorry.
it
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
often play that way,
Comparatively, bro, like look at what FaZe just played today. They're like, oh, I'm
We're
going up
sitting
against
here talking about
Flame.
No, but I'm
how
talking
hard
about
it is
the
to
top-
win,
I'm
and
talking
these
about the
series
top
are
14.
Diamond
non-competitive.
Con, Estriel, and Fame. They're
Bro.
going against people who have never touched the grand
but at
final.
the very least, I felt like there was comp. They have comp now with like the OpTic Toronto, like New York. Regardless if they're not playing at that level now, I'm talking about even prior years, bro. Back in the day, when I was good, I didn't even feel like I had comp, bro. Like at
That's
all.
That's how it is every
How
time
do
you're
you know?
good.
How do you think Abizi and Simp
I
feel
mean, maybe
spawning
it's
in right
sure,
now?
It's the
Sure,
same in
okay.
every situation.
yeah.
Nah,
I
it's
guess you're right, but-
me personally. I think it's the same in like every era, bro. Like it's
Okay.
just you always have.
Well, I mean,
your
it's a win.
plumbers.
It's a win-win for me, bro.
The difficulty.
We
with
were,
this
we
whole
were just
too-
talking about this. Me and Scrap were talking about this. We were talking about it the other night because we were arguing who had the better prime. And Scrap's argument to my primes was that I was playing plumbers when I was playing the OpTic Dynasty.
He's playing
I'm like,
fucking
you're literally
Miami.
still playing
That was
plumbers.
his
Yeah,
argument.
like, bro, I would have loved to spawn in against the equivalent of Miami, LAG, some of these shit teams. They're literally playing amateurs who are getting their pro shot for the first time.
The only thing
like,
that
what?
the only thing that you can also argue about is like it took way more endurance to win tournaments back in the day, bro. You had to play so many fucking
100%
matches,
it
dude.
did.
Holy
I mean,
fuck.
that's the one thing, and it's not obviously the player's fault, but like until we get a format switch, it's so hard to judge the difference because before you literally went to a tournament and you played like 9 to 10 matches in a weekend. Like
You were
it was a
spawning in at 9
grind.
a.m. on a Saturday.
There'd be
Yeah,
times
it
where
was
you would be
every
getting
day,
done.
9 to 10 matches. Like if you were winning the whole thing, you were playing a fuck ton. Now
But
you're literally round 2 by. You're three series and tournament's over.
3
You were-
on
you-
fucking
you were
Friday
getting-
and 2 on Saturday. Like
you were
and
getting
played
done.
3 of the, you know what I'm saying? Like
You were getting done with matches sometimes at like 10 o'clock back in the day and having to play at 10 a.m. Like,
Bro, I
that
was
shit
playing loser
fucking
bracket
insane.
games at like 2 a.m. Like shit was late.
Bro, teams that win first round literally have a bye day. They don't even play a day at an event.
they just
They
lick
skip
it
the
on fucking
whole
Friday,
day.
bro. Go to CN Tower. Go to fucking.
They might as well
skip
not
all
even
day.
show up too because they're playing a shit team on that
Yeah.
Thursday.
I agree.
crazy.
I listen. We have a lot of different event formats over some of these years, and the difficulty is you look at like OCW, the volume of fucking events is kind of massive. Even Black Ops 3 was a year we didn't have as many events, but yeah, the event format thing really throws it off, and I hope that we
Also-
move off the
the-
online bullshit.
The plumber shit is hilarious because even if you go back, the people that are being called plumbers are people that still have more event wins than anyone has even gotten close to sniffing yet.
Yeah.
Like,
nah, I
was
know, it's
Scump
funny.
a plumber? Because he's
Pat,
played
Pat,
since
you know what's also
MW2.
funny? They win 2 series
Jake
now,
Cap
and
a
they're in the
plumber?
finals.
Like,
Pat, they
No, I
win
know.
2 series
Yeah,
now,
I
and they're in
know.
the finals already. Like we used
Yeah.
to go through rulers to win events, bro. It was
and you know how
fucking-
best of fives are, bro. Like, shit could just happen. You could just get there, and then you're just like, oh, I'm already top 3. Let's go.
Yeah, no, 100%.
There's also no opportunity for upsets, and that's the biggest downside. Like when you had to play a 4 bracket pool play into a 16 team double elimination bracket, like There was a lot of times that you had to battle against getting upset. Like that doesn't really happen anymore.
Got a video here from Big Timer. What is this? Let's tune into this real quick. What is this?
Oh, is this his era video?
For the old heads.
I'll answer this one. I like this question. I'm going to say anyone that retired before Black Ops 2. It's like we lost a generation of talent. And if I get to see one more list, a greatest Call of Duty players of all time list, made from anyone who doesn't understand what all time means, I'm going to blow a fucking gasket. Because it is not easier to play in any era, in anything. You are always competing at a ceiling. And even though, objectively speaking, the ceiling gets higher, it doesn't mean it's any easier to play at the lower ceiling. It's always pushing against the ceiling. So I'm trying to make an apples to apples comparison. I like baseball. No one in their right mind ranks Bryce Harper or Shohei Ohtani over Babe fucking Ruth in a greatest baseball players of all time list. Even though, objectively speaking, they're probably playing the game at a higher level because the game has evolved, but they stacked on top of the people that came before them. Motherfucker, my electrician knows more about electricity than Thomas Edison, but I do not think he's smarter than Thomas fucking Edison.
So Big T said exactly what I said, but I had an L take. The chat spamming facts.
No, I mean it's true, but people
weird.
forget about the past. They just forget about
weird
it.
100%. There's a ton of recency bias, and that's also something that I think the CDL should be held accountable for. Like they have not done a good job at all, and I think because it changed from CWL and even MLG to CWL to CDL. Like the past is still very relevant to how Call of Duty got to where it is today. And CDL has not done and does not do a good job of educating on the history of the sport where other, if we're looking at pro sport comparisons do like the top 75 NBA, like whatever it is, like they honor the past and that doesn't happen in COD. And so it's very easily forgotten, especially for new people in the community that otherwise have no idea. Like people that joined during COVID, which is a fucking lot
fucking 80% of the audience.
fans I see nowadays have no idea what occurred in the last decade.
This is so facts, Pat. The problem is that once the new group came in that founded the CDLs, a lot of like NFL Network people, they made a specific effort, literally a specific effort from beefing with certain casters to production people behind the scenes to your point about not talking about history, about wiping the slate clean of what came before. And it took massive pressure both on the Activision side and the community side for them to start acknowledging it. And to be honest, until those people got pushed out, which was like post the end of Cold War, like they didn't start talking about this shit until after that, which is
they still don't. And not only too, it's not even their fault. But a lot of the history has been like deleted. Like even if you want to go back and find, we've had this conversation on here before, like old tournaments, old gameplay from back in the day. It's so hard to find because it was on like MLG stuff and got deleted, and MLG TV and MLGpro.com. And there's like, bro, there's literally decades, like I would say 2008 to now of like just shit that you can't even find.
There is
of the 5,000 people watching right now, I would almost guarantee 70% didn't even know who the fuck you just played on that video. They don't even know who Big T is. They didn't watch
70% crazy, I think. 70% is crazy.
If you scroll through chat, Tom, and this isn't just your chat, this is everyone's chat in Call of Duty nowadays, and click on people's profile, 90% of the time, account created October 2020, account created December 2019. Like there's a lot of newer era people, which is fine. I'm glad that the scene grew.
Right.
But a lot of that were
I didn't
around
realize
back then aren't around
I didn't
now.
realize it was like that. Like I didn't realize the percentage was like that. I mean, I don't.
It's a lot, dude.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting to think about. And I agree. It would be cool if they honored like some of the. Listen, the scene is what it is now because of everything that happened back in the day. Yeah. You know what I mean? It would be cool to see to show that journey. You know what I mean? It's
just unfortunate that once they moved to MLG.TV and then Activision bought the assets of the old MLG company, they didn't buy MLG, they bought MLG's assets. A lot of this stuff got lost to history. Activision people with vendettas kind of deleted a lot of content. A lot of the MLG.TV stuff, I think, is sitting on hard drives in a bunch of different spots. So I think it's just someone needs to have the ability, both from a legal standpoint and a resource standpoint, to like bullet stuff, so we can all kind of go back and watch the stuff and really celebrate the history.
I also think
talking about
because we don't really start counting these players until like BO2, right? But like there was a fuck ton of players from 08, 09, 2010, 2011, 2012 is a weird year because it was the MW3 year and we didn't have any league or anything. But like there were some godlike players in that 4-year stretch that like even I don't even bring up, right? Like because there's nothing you can even reference to prove it. But like, bro, like Pac-Man is a good example. Like Pac-Man gets clowned because of that one BO3 clip where Damon firebombed him, or whatever.
Yep.
Like, bro, Pac-Man was godlike in COD 4. Yep. Like godlike. Like, and there's plenty like him that people's names don't even get referenced. They wouldn't even know. If I just started spewing off names, people are like, who the fuck are all those guys?
Right.
But godlike players.
Maybe that's a good off-season series for us to find some of that content and watch it back. That might be.
We should bring on some old heads too. We should get some old heads on.
I also think community-wise, and people don't realize this as well. Back in the day, the player age in that like 2008, 2012 group was like just graduated high school, starting life, so to speak, as like an adult. And the money that was around back then could not support you to be a full-time Call of Duty player. And I think that's why the scene has elevated so much and grew, is because you can afford now to be a full-time Call of Duty player and not have to worry about paying bills, which is what forced out 99% of players back in that era. Even though they were godlike, they were adults. They couldn't afford to live.
Even some of the
youngins,
this. Bro. Like there's could have been some youngins that would now be like in my age, right? That could have kept playing if they had like, let's say, support from their family or had the luxury of being able to keep competing. But some of them, they all went off to schools. They all had like, actual priorities.
Or they got jobs and you couldn't scrim.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we can close it there for today's show. We had a good show. Ben, you want to hit us out with a little putt real quick or what?
Yeah, sure.
All right, turn the lights on. Hit us out with a little putt there. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any ideas, like in the comments down below on the YouTube videos that you want us to do on some of these days where, some of the matches might go quick or there's not really too much to talk about with some of these top teams going against the lower seeded teams. If there's any cool ideas or things that you want to see from us, let us know. And we'll look into them and maybe do them for you guys. And also, of course, steelseries.com, guys. 12% off if you use the flank. Code the flank. Go check it out. If you guys want to get some stuff, make sure you use that code. You'll save some cash. Benji, what's the problem? Been everything okay?
I'm just waiting for you to finish.
No, you're good. We're chilling. I was waiting for you to hit the ball. You're good. Benji is, oh, Jesus, he's got the dogs out today. Oh, shit. Dogs out, stepping up to the green. And he sinks the pod nice and easy. Benjay has been smooth.
Online.
I'm an online putter, bro. Just an online putter. I gotta figure out our putting mat situation for Toronto.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. And I gotta talk to you about Toronto, but we'll figure all that out. But guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Anchor.fm/theflank. To check out all the audio sites are on. Go follow @theflank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running socials. Use code THEFLANK. SteelSeries.com. Go to ZOOMAA.gg for the merch. As always, take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of The Flank, man. Take it easy.
Peace.